What's going on with Eric? Is he hiding his face for some weird reason? Is this a new look? Okay, I'll not ask why you've got your hat over your nose.
So, ain't you guys gonna ask me about my hat?
Yeah, what's going on with your hat? Okay. Great.
I am with you. I'm just being weird.
Yeah, well, nothing new there. How are you anyway?
I know, right? I'm good. I'm so buried under paperwork, it's ridiculous. I still have papers from the first week of school. We've been in school for 4 weeks already.
Wow.
And
you're buried under the
feeling,
paperwork.
I'm just feeling really overwhelmed, but whatever. I do what I can.
You got to keep on plugging. You'll get there eventually. Get there eventually.
Pushing through.
Pushing through. Push through.
Yeah. How about you?
I'm all right. I'm all
right.
The mix wasn't the best this week. Good tracks, but the mixing wasn't great. It's difficult though, man. None of those drum beats are in time at all. Terrible. But that's because the real drum kits a lot of the time.
Well, there's that, but it's also a matter of I don't know. Have you reached a point when you can reach the upbeat on one song and then just splice it with the downbeat on
most of the time? But the trouble is what I failed to realize mixing that sort of stuff, because the beats go out of sync so much because of obviously the timing stuff. You need to do much quicker transitions. Like I'm used to doing.
Well, right, that's what I was saying.
I'm used to doing much longer transitions.
Crossfading, but just
I never use a crossfader. That never gets touched.
Then what are you talking about? Slow transitions?
Well, you don't. When you DJ, you only ever use a crossfader really if you're scratching.
Okay, fair enough. But I mean,
so you use your volume.
Well,
faders.
Some people layer the songs.
Oh yeah, but you're still using the volume faders for that, and you do a lot of time is balancing the EQs. So you switch basses and switch your trebles and stuff like that. So you're not, but you can't do that with those kind of tracks because there just isn't. There's too many lyrics and not enough time to do it.
And you're going out, like you said, it's right. It's not a robot doing the beat. So
so the beats go out of time very quickly. So you've got to just do it quick. So I'm getting used to that sort of stuff, but it's a bit more difficult.
Sound effects would help if you were to put something in.
Yeah, I mean, I did do a little.
Oh yeah, and then you can start the next one.
Yeah, I did do a little bit of low pass filter stuff and what have you to try and sort of lessen it, but it's tricky. But the other one I did was a better one, and that was original funk stuff as well. But that was just worked better.
I had not heard. I listened to those, and I also listened to the chill one. I like the chill one very much. I thought that was good.
Which one was that? The first chill one I did was excellent. I really loved that mix.
So the most recent mix was the second funk mix. The previous one was the first funk mix, and then before that there was a chill mix. And
just a little. It wasn't that chilled. It was just more melodic.
No, it wasn't. But I mean, that's what it's called. So
Yeah. No, that's quite a decent mix. There's some nice tracks on there. But no, I mean, sort of normal house music now. I can mix without really thinking too much about it. But I like to challenge myself.
That's why you should just stay with what you know and just do it very well. Stop trying to do things differently and better.
No, you got to challenge yourself, man.
Look at you.
You got to challenge yourself. But yeah, some of the tracks that just blow my mind. The one that blew my mind the most, and I didn't incorporate it because it's such a slow track, was a track by Toto, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Africa.
No, I
know it wasn't that track. I'm just saying.
I will send you the link.
They also did that song.
They did. But this,
and there's a desert somewhere where that song's playing on loop forever.
Yeah, I do. I didn't know. Oh my god, it blew my mind, man.
What's up, Chenny? What's up?
Are you ready to go?
We all ready to go?
I think so.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Did you say they can't hear me?
Me, but they can. No, bye.
They can't hear you, motherfucker.
We're starting. I hope they can hear us. Here it comes.
Welcome yo to the veteran gamers.
Perfectly level flying.
Tell you about every single game that you play this week. Reviews and an indie pick.
Wario cheese.
Time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite saviors. It's the veteran gamers. It's the veteran gamers. It's the veteran gamers. that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
It's very strange what Eric picks like as a sound effect.
That was a sound effect that like totally threw me then, that did. Oh my god. Yeah, hello and welcome to episode 611 of the Veteran Gamers podcast, where Eric just me all the time.
Yay, 611. What's up, people? How you living?
We're living.
I'm Duke.
I'm Stu.
Hello.
Wow.
That's
I don't
Chinny.
even
He's
know
too
what to
cool to
say.
say his name. Oh, I'm Chinny. I think I'm so great.
Can I, before we start, can I give a shout out to Fraser, because I should have sent him a message.
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
Because
guess so.
he hasn't published a mix for a long time, and I was harassing
he
him
has
and going,
not.
"Oh, you need to publish a mix," and he did publish one, and I did listen to it, and it's very good.
It would have been funnier if you went, and he
and it
did
was
publish
shit.
one, and it was
It
awful.
was shit. No, it was very good.
Real content are for old people.
It was perfect, right? Because I was going to work one morning, and it was a bit, you know, when it's like that, a bit misty and a bit sort of drizzly,
Yes.
and it's still dark.
I
and
understand that happens a lot over there.
It happens all the time. It was the perfect soundtrack for that. It just fitted with the weather conditions and what have you. It
Holy
was very
shit.
good.
I'm sorry. I just
What?
got a text from the Duchess.
Oh,
I just
God.
got a text from the Duchess. Oh, my goodness.
What?
Guys.
What?
Guys.
What?
One of the echinacea finally bloomed.
Oh, my God.
Look at that echinacea.
What
Oh,
the
my
fuck's
God.
What the fuck's an echinacea?
I don't know. It's like a flower, I guess.
It looks like a
Anyway,
daisy.
sorry, you were saying. Go on.
Anyway, Fraser's mix is good to go and give it a listen. He's a
Yeah,
good
go and give it
mixer.
a listen.
He knows his shit, not like me. You know, he knows
Yeah.
what he's doing. But I've shouted him out because he's still in the chat. He's probably not even listening because you know what he's like.
He's probably not what?
Yeah, exactly.
Ah!
See, I didn't fall for it that time.
You almost did.
How are you anyway, Chinny? How are you doing? You're eating some. What are you eating? Ba-dum, it sounds like a drum roll. Ba-dum.
Walkers, Texas Rangers,
Crisps.
Smoky bacon.
Smoky bacon crisps. Can't beat them apples.
I'm muted.
and
Mum.
I'm eating mallow cups thanks to the Duchess because she
mute-
was on her way to the farm store and she said, "You need me to get you anything?" And I was like, "Yes, get some mallow cups because they only have them at the farm store."
What is it,
so-
Matt? Is that like, that looks a bit like a tunic.
It's like Reese's peanut butter cups, but there's marshmallow inside
Yeah, it's
instead
like
of
it's
peanut
like
butter.
a
And
thingy,
they're
a tunic.
gluten free, you see.
The fuck's a
Wait.
tunic?
Tunic. You know what fucking
Gluten
tunic
free.
is.
How do you spell
Tunic's
tunic?
Woo!
Tunic.
Woo!
T-U-N-O-C-K,
TUKXGFYZ.
They make wafers and then they make a marshmallow thing.
Oh yeah, you know, a marshmallow.
You know,
thing.
with
Oh,
jam in
right.
it.
Oh, yeah, I know why.
TUNNUC? No, tunic. What
I
the
know
fuck is
why
a
I don't
tunic?
know what that is
How do you
because
spell it?
they're awful.
Stu, spell
Not
it.
good. T-U-N-N-O-C-K, I think.
What about
Oh yeah, there we go. Tea cakes,
F-U-C-K.
caramel.
What?
Well, they make caramel wafers, tea cakes.
Yeah, the tea
there's
cakes,
There's
that's what I'm
tons of
guessing.
taste in a tonics.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
I have to know where do they come from? About
I don't
us.
know.
There's
I
an
feel
old
like
man
it's-
on there about us page.
There you go, Tunnocks tea cakes. That's literally what you've got there, kinda.
About us. Thomas Tunnock was born in Uddingston.
Oh, it's Scotland,
His
Lanarkshire.
family go back several generations in the parish. His father, John Tunnock, was oh God, kill me now.
But he made good.
I guess that he was a coffin maker.
marshmallow
That's kind of cool.
cakes.
He
Oh, there
had
you
an
go.
advertisement on the main road into Uddingston. It read, "Why live a miserable life when for 30 bob you can be buried comfortably?" That's actually pretty funny.
Do you know what I saw? There's a site in the UK called Hot Deals UK, and they have like
Oh yeah,
you
hot
get
deal.
bargains on it, right? But there was
Ooh,
one,
hot
this reminded me. There was one the other day, and it
Was
was
it
a
hot?
no, it was a wicker. It was a wicker coffin.
Well, that'll keep you cool when you're hot.
Yeah, wicker coffin, right?
A
And
wicker
he
coffin.
said- and it was £700 off or something. It was like 200 quid instead of £900 or something.
Well, it better
right?
be cheap because if you're getting a wicker coffin, you know you're in.
And,
I mean,
and the,
unless it's like environmentally sound, that would be bamboo, not wicker.
well, wicker's pretty environmentally friendly, I guess.
What
But
makes you say
anyway,
that?
you can
Just
get
guessing.
you get cardboard ones as well. I guess they're even
Yeah,
more
that's fine.
environmentally friendly. But anyway, the first
Anyway.
comment was, "Oh well, that's the family picnic sorted." That's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's the best comment ever. I was like, really
good
made me
comment.
chuckle. It was a great
Yeah.
comment because it just looked like a giant picnic basket. It was
Okay, I'm done eating now. First of all, shut the fuck up. Second of all, it wasn't a great comment.
It was a fucking good
Stop
comment.
it.
What's the
No,
matter with
he
you?
has to say it 4 times how great it was.
I can feel the listeners
Okay, you
stopping
can
the
put a lot
show.
of food. You can fit a
Don't
lot
worry,
of food
listeners.
in a coffee.
I'm
What's the
back.
matter with you?
It's okay.
Perfect.
It's fine.
Are you seriously talking about video games?
Not yet, but we will at some point.
That's because Ginny's been eating.
I think we need a
crisps.
story time here.
My favorite time.
chips.
It's story time.
Story time.
Okay,
In case
welcome.
you're just joining us on the video feed, there is no reason for me to have the hat this low. I just had it on low early, and I was like, I'm gonna leave it like that.
So we
it's
would
gonna make it hard to
ask-
grade papers, but you know,
We
whatever.
would ask about it. That's why he did
Yeah.
it.
I think you should have
That's
it
right.
upside down.
That would be very
That's the new
difficult to wear.
trend. That's the new
It
trend.
would look ridiculous.
Why don't you put it sideways and be down with the kids?
So, oh, Duke's disappeared.
What's he
Well-
got? Oh my god, he's gone to examine the flower in real life. That's what he's gonna do. Anyway, Chinny, how's he? Why is while Duke's disappeared?
Well, we're doing the, you know, the new feature of the show.
oh, what's that?
Yeah, it just looks ridiculous.
That looks
completely
fine.
ridiculous.
That looks fine.
no,
dude.
not fine.
Oh, he's got to
Completely
test it. That actually looks perfect. Gotta say, I'm
Yeah.
liking it. I'm liking the new look.
We
Sideways
got
and upside down.
we got a new feature of the show.
I can't see shit now.
Mike Chin's Snooker League update.
Oh, God,
Oh yeah,
how's
this
it
is what
going?
half the people tune in for.
Yeah.
How many people have you lost to this week?
He played well
I
last
only
week.
play one frame a week for the league
One frame a week.
because it's best of 5 out of the team. I explained this.
That's
last
right.
week.
And each person
It's-
plays a frame. I know.
But
yeah,
if people didn't know and they thought you were talking about bowling, that would be very funny because
Yeah, well-
bowling one frame takes like 5 minutes. Anyway, you bowled. You did a frame in snooker, and did you win?
I won. Yes,
Wow, you're doing
Yeah.
all right.
that's
you're
2 for
doing
2.
all right.
It's 2 for
2
2.
for 2.
But unfortunately, the team lost again 3-2.
Oh. Yeah, I'll tell you what.
jeez.
You need to chop the dead wood, mate.
I know.
Who did he
I
Yeah.
get rid of?
Do you behave when you lose as a team? Do you behave the way a lot of people do on Rocket League when they're like, teammates are shit, fucking dog water, y'all suck, uninstall KYS?
Well, if we're playing, because every week you play home or away, you know, at your venue or
Yeah.
theirs, and if we're
Yeah.
playing at theirs, I shit on their snooker table.
I like that.
well, there you go.
I think that
That's
sends a
classy
message.
way to
That
lose.
sends a message.
Sends a message.
does.
So
The message
but
is you need a new snooker.
next
Yeah,
week,
you do.
big news in the snooker news.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Wow,
go
wow, what's
on.
happening?
It's a
What's
cup
happening?
match next week.
Oh, that's a bit. That's a bit. Well, pressure's on now.
That's big news.
it is.
So
It is big news.
you know,
Pressure.
cup match next
So
week.
is that played in the same way? 5 frames, 1 each.
Yeah, but aggregate score. So you got to hand it. The team has a hand. Every individual player has a handicap, and so you add that
okay.
handicap on. So you can play anybody in all divisions, and we're
Oh my
playing.
God! So you could play someone really, really good.
But we're playing a team that's actually in a lower division, but they've got more points than us, so we have to, you know, it should work out balanced. So balanced.
yeah.
We'll see.
Because of the handicap system.
That's the end of the snooker news. Thank you very much.
Is that the snooker news? Are you done?
Yeah.
I've got some news, by the way. This very exciting news.
All
You're
right,
gonna
go
like
on.
This fucking
What's the
exciting
news you've got?
I've had my new car now for a week and a half. Nearly
What
2
car did Millie get?
I'm not telling you.
Wow, that is amazing, Stuart.
And I still haven't filled it up with petrol. There's the news.
That's barely a
There's the fucking
story.
news. It's a story, man. I've saved
like-
money
that-
already.
I have a pen on my desk. Check that
I've
out.
not been better to the environment, Duke.
I cleaned
That's
out
for
my
you.
wardrobe today.
That's for you, Duke. I've been
Yeah.
cleaner to the environment.
Stu, I
Things are
cleaned
looking
out my
good.
wardrobe today.
Did you? Your wardrobe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Did it
a
work?
more
Is it
interesting
clean?
story than not putting petrol in my car. So,
Yeah, I don't know. What did you find? Did you find anything interesting in there? Did you
uh,
go, oh, God, I wondered where that was?
You know what? I had 2 shirts, and I was like, I'm sure this was the same shirt. Like, I didn't know I had 2 of these kind of shirts.
You bought another one of the same shirt?
Very similar, very similar.
That's a bit of a weird thing to do.
I had 2 black blazers that I didn't know I had.
Well, I have 2 white shirts.
Two
Jenny.
blazers
Is that
you
or
didn't
Stu,
even
is
know
that
you
weird?
owned.
No, I
You
don't-
have what? Sorry?
I have 2 white shirts. The 2 white button-down shirts. Is that weird?
No, but is Chinny, are yours 2 white shirts? Or are
No,
they
they're kind of
patterned,
like
or-
bluey.
Well, I have 2 blue shirts.
No, but
Oh, for
I
God's
always
sake.
thought that was the same shirt. I didn't realize I had like 2 different ones, way
Okay.
better than the other.
You didn't buy
so-
2 on purpose.
So I'm
No, and he has 2 black blazers. He
I
didn't
got
even
rid
let
of
me have.
shitloads of clothes. So I mean, Duke, you would like to hear that I'm donating it to charity, but actually, what I'm doing is I'm burning it in front of people who need it.
Well, donating to charity, I mean, a lot of the stuff we donate to
cold?
charity actually gets like boxed up and sent to Africa. So you have a whole bunch of people in Africa wearing like, you know, I don't remember who won the goddamn Super Bowl, but the losing team, they always print up a whole bunch of shirts that say like such and such winning team. And then if they lose, like those shirts are worthless. So they send them to Africa. Like I feel bad for people in Sierra Leone who are like, yeah, Dallas Cowboys 2021.
I just like the idea that some kid in Africa is wearing my Rage T-shirt from EGX.
From EGX all those years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Flipping heck.
Yeah. Anybody have an actual story? I don't really have any
think
stories.
so.
Oh, well, you know what? I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. We got a 4-day week this week. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Duke. I have been
Go
doing
ahead.
something that will pique your interest.
Okay, go on.
You're not gonna like what I'm gonna say, but
Uh-oh.
Tara and I have been watching The Matrix's.
Do you know, everybody's doing that recently. Someone at work went,
Because the new trailer just came out.
someone at work, Anne-Marie, she went, hey, I watched The Matrix for the first time, because he's only like 27 or something, or 30.
All right. Did she love it?
She really enjoyed the first one.
Good.
She didn't mind the second one, but she thought the third one were a bit shit.
So
The third one's got problems. Go ahead, Chinny.
I was obsessed with the first one, so I knew pretty much every line of the first one when we rewatched it last week. So yesterday we watched Reloaded, which is the second one, which I didn't remember too much, but I sort of remembered the big moments. The burly.
I like the motorbike scene at the beginning. That's
that scene goes on forever,
yeah,
which is a good scene.
Yeah, it's cool
very,
scene.
very long.
But the burly brawl is obviously one of the most famous scenes in it, where Neo fights like 86 Agent Smiths, it was called. And also the keymaker, the motorway is also like a big highlight.
The conversation with the architectt's my favorite part of that.
Of course it is. That sums you up.
Of course it is.
I like
I think see, that's the thing though. Sorry, Jenny. That spoiled me for science fiction movies because I want that kind of scene in every science fiction movie. If it has a halfway decent idea, I want 2 people sitting down like, here's what's going on.
Well, yeah.
We don't get
Screw
that
the action. Just give me a deal.
No,
plenty of action.
No, Stu. They include the action as well, and then they also give us some good food for thought. You don't have to choose.
What I will say about The Matrix 2 is that it's, you know, it offers like interesting solutions to things like programs that don't behave. You know, it explains a lot of like weird shit that goes on. Whereas I feel like if it was made today, it would leave it a lot more vague. Whereas
a lot of movies that came out before then also left things vague.
But
like the Wachowskis like to tackle that kind of thing.
Yeah, but they literally just went, no, this is because of this, and Agent Smith is fucked because he didn't like turn in. So now he's like,
but they even say, but even with Agent Smith, they're like, it's not clear what happened. Some part of you copied into some part of me, and I like the fact that if they don't have a good explanation, they kind of let the character.
But the gist of it is, he was supposed to like turn in. He's going like, right. Your program has ceased. You just end, and he didn't. And he was like, no, I don't want to. I'm obsessed with killing Neo. So
and the idea of the anomaly. Human free will has become part of Smith now, which is trouble for the computer world. So that's how I read it.
But I tell you, it's a decent film. It's not that bad, but it is slow as fuck. And
at times,
it is like, oh my god, it's rough sometimes. It's a lot slower than the first one, but you know,
that's probably fair. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like they definitely did not need to make the second and third movies into separate movies. They could have easily cut out 70% of the fighting that goes on at Zion with the squids coming in. Like that part. Oh my god.
Well, that's in the third one, so I haven't seen that.
Right.
But I have seen
they could have cut that out, and they could have sped up the second one. I agree.
Yeah.
But I don't remember parts in the second one being real slow. I remember there are parts where they're sitting around talking, and you know Neo's trying to figure out what to do.
There's a lot of like the Zion stuff drags a bit.
Yeah. Sure.
Because
because what would you do if your husband was out there? I'd make sure.
No, but like the whole like introducing you to Zion, and I like what I like is that Morpheus is a bit of a fucking crackpot, basically. Because in one,
absolutely.
He's like fucking hell, it's Morpheus. In 2, at the start, it's like you're a fucking weirdo. we've got robots coming to kill us, you stupid prick. And then
Right.
in the caverns, though, like they all bum him. So I don't know.
Right, and I mean, no, I think that's very important. I think the point there, and this I'm sort of borrowing from the Cornell West Ken Wilber commentary. Like he's a true believer, and in the first movie, like he's totally right. So like he's a prophet, he's awesome, he's on point. In the second and third movies, he, like you say, he's a crackpot. Like he has his faith shattered. So like Morpheus's perspective definitely changes over time, and I think that's why his relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith's character is really interesting, because you know this whole thing about like some things change, some things don't change, and if you're gonna believe, your faith is gonna get attacked, and the same is true, I think, about lack of belief. Like if you're a hardcore atheist, you're gonna encounter some stuff that you can't really explain, and then the question is like, what do you do with that?
Like magnets.
So I just what's that?
Like magnets.
Like exactly. How the fuck do they work?
How the fuck
and I don't
do they
want to
work?
talk to a scientist. Insane.
So I haven't watched the third one, but like basically my memory of the first one's so vivid and clear. The second one is like patchy. The third one is basically I remember like 2 parts, and both of them are like pretty.
Which is the one where he sat on the train station platform.
He sat on the train.
Well, he fights in a
well,
train
that's
station.
I think that's the third one.
Yeah, that's the third one. You see, that's
the...
why you don't remember, Ginny.
Oh yeah, the third one's
well, and that
Agents
was my
Smith, they have a
beef
big
with
fight in the sky, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah. Right. That's at the end. But like my biggest complaint about the third one is that so little of it takes place in the Matrix, and like we tune in because and that, you know, that's part of the frustration with Zion too. Like there's some important conversations that they have in Zion, like where he talks with the counselor about the water, the machines that deal with their water. Like we could turn them off. And he's like, but then we wouldn't have water. So like this idea that like we're in control of the machines because we could turn them off anytime we want, like that has everything to do with the deal that Neo makes later with the machines. But whatever. Yeah. So anyway,
whatever.
Anyway, roll on the fourth one. That's going to be decent, hopefully.
Who knows? We'll see. Have you ever seen the Animatrix? Either of y'all?
Yes.
That's good. It's hit and miss. Like there's some parts that are because it's a compilation of.
I like some of them.
cartoons.
Yeah. I mean that is the closest to anime I will ever get, probably.
There it is.
You should see. Have you not seen Studio Ghibli? Those are technically anime.
Oh yeah.
You seen My Neighbor Totoro or Spirited Away, Chinny?
No.
Oh man, you gotta watch that.
Yeah, Howl's Moving Castle, which Duke hasn't.
I still haven't seen that one.
Which is a great movie.
All right, so Chinny's movie corner is now over.
Is it over? Are we done?
But Duke's movie corner is here. Just real quick,
yeah.
the Duchess and I are watching a documentary film called "This Is a Robbery: The World's Largest Art Theft," and we had watched one about an art scam. And so when we saw this, we were like, "Ooh, let's check this out." Now I didn't realize it was a 4-part series on Netflix, which it really doesn't need to be. They could have made this a 90-minute movie, but whatever. It's very interesting, and it takes place in Boston. I don't know if y'all know anything about Boston accents, but in Boston, the stereotypical thing is "park the car and have a yard." Like they don't say the R all the time.
It's all Irish heritage, isn't it?
Right.
Boston?
When it's
Matt
following
Damon's
an A, especially. So in the movie, you have all these detectives talking about, and when the thieves left with all the art, they took the art to the. I was like, dude, you sound hilarious.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's interesting, and we watched Doctor Strange on Friday night. That's a very good movie. I'd never seen that.
The thing about Doctor Strange, don't you think he
Boondocks Cumber Smooch is he's a good actor.
Benedict Sausage Batch. Don't you think that he goes from a brain surgeon to a fucking mad wizard very quickly in that movie?
Yeah, but what's the alternative? Like, you thought Matrix 2 was slow. Imagine how long it would take for them to actually show it. I mean, they could have done more montages to show the passage of time.
I'm not doing it. I can't do the spills, man. Damn it.
Yeah.
I was the dragon in fucking The Hobbit, man. What the fuck?
Sorry, Stu, you were saying something?
Yeah, I was going to say, Fraser's given a bit of a review of The Matrix. This is what he says.
Very long.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Matrix is cack. There you go.
Oh, dude, what the hell? Why you got to be such a hater?
Matrix is cack. Well, he likes the Yakuza, so I
Yeah. Well,
yeah, exactly.
Trust his opinion.
He's got taste, that's why.
Well, if he had taste, why is he thinking Matrix is cack?
Cack.
Well, yeah, I've got to agree. I've got to agree because I like the Matrix.
I like.
Yeah,
the
so
first
shove
one.
it,
The first one.
Fraser, whatever.
Fraser.
Your name is.
I didn't say the Matrix.
All right, it's time for us to move on.
Where are you going? Story time's over, isn't it?
What you been playing?
What you been playing? What you been playing?
Wow, there you go. Flipping heck.
I always think of Smithers dancing on the boat when they're doing "In the Navy."
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, who's
let's-
starting this week?
I don't
Didn't I start
know.
last week? I'm not starting this
I
week.
think you started last week.
I think I
Chinny, have
did.
you played anything this week?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
played the Play My Game, bitch? Are we doing
Yeah,
that?
did you play that?
No.
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Chinny.
I played the game that I told you to play. I thought we'd be able to talk about it
Yeah, you
together.
probably-
But
you
no.
probably
not played.
remember what
I'm
it
busy
was.
with snooker. I'm busy watching
Hey,
the
busy
Matrix.
snooker. I'm in the league. I wanna
My
game.
name is Shit. I think I'm so great.
That's the way you real diva like the flaws it.
Played 2 minutes of it.
Really?
2
You
minutes.
didn't even stick around for
Good
the hour.
God.
Like you said you would.
No,
2
no,
minutes.
I didn't stop it because I wasn't enjoying it.
Oh, okay.
I got called away.
I see.
2
So,
minutes.
Fair enough.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so what did you play this week, Chinny?
I played It Takes Two.
Oh,
Okay.
I love that game.
It
Such a
takes
game.
two to make
So,
it right.
I
Oh, so you've
started,
been on with Marshy, have you? You've been playing with Marsh?
started it with Marsh a while ago, and today we managed to get a couple of hours in. It was either play the bridge or play It Takes Two today.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'd go with It Takes Two.
Well, of course you would. It's your game of the year.
would.
But again, you
The-
shouldn't have to choose, man. Make time for both.
The game is good. We are, where are we?
What do you do? Which level are you on?
We are in like we've done like the space baboon thing.
Oh yeah, that's quite an interesting level because you keep thinking he's got to end, and then there's another level to the level.
The problem with wearing a hat this low is you can't see me when I scowl when you talk about space baboons.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, it's got a lot of levels. That level.
We've done that. We've beat that. And then after that, it's like you're doing like you're playing with the toys and stuff, like the little girl's toys and
Is that in the attic? Are you in the attic?
No, I don't know. Like you're doing like maths to solve stuff, and then you're doing match two, and then you're doing.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. Did y'all know there's this YouTube video service that allows you to play Let's Play videos of people playing games? So you could like put it on the screen and Stu could see what you've been playing.
Oh God, yeah. Who knew?
Sorry, I'm being a prick.
Yeah.
But I think the listeners would like that, wouldn't you, listeners? Don't you
Yeah,
want
they'd
see
like to
what we're
see
talking
this
about?
game. That
It's
you're
an
talking
audio
about.
service, Duke. There's those
Well,
all.
some of the people
visual,
listen on the audio.
visual.
Some people tune in for the
They
video.
fucking know what it looks
Put
like.
it on the screen.
No.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, I'll do it.
You have one job to do.
I know. Yeah, one job, man.
So yeah, what else? You sort of playing like like one of the things was like here's the number 10, and you've got some numbers to stand on. You've got to make 10.
I do vaguely remember that. I don't remember it very well though. Weirdly.
Well, here's I just sent you a link on the Zoom chat for a level called Space Baboon or whatever, Moon Baboon.
Nah, I got past that.
That's what you're.
No, it's past that. It's
Okay.
the one after the.
Well,
Space
maybe I'm
Baboon
sure there's
Baboon.
like another video in that series. They tend to do them in series, don't they?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't think I got this far. Where did I get? Oh no. Sorry.
Talking about great audio content.
Gosh,
Turner.
I don't know. Rose. Oh my god, this game's huge.
It's massive. It goes on a long time.
Because I was like, oh, we got to be like two
Yeah,
thirds
you think
in.
that, and then it just keeps on giving.
But
It's a
we
game
are
that
not.
keeps giving, but it's not
We're in-
boring. It never gets boring.
We're in the
'Cause there's
level.
so many parts to it.
Rose's room is the name of the level.
Okay.
Oh, you've just done the one with the aeroplane.
Yeah, we've done that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now I know where you are.
Now we know.
Now I know.
Okay, now we got it.
Now I've got you.
Okay.
So we have to like jump on whoopee cushions and things like that. Yeah. Yeah. This is it. Pull my
I
finger.
love this game. I will play this again at some point.
So
I
one
just
of
love it
the
so much.
best bits I think we played recently was the aeroplane bit.
Oh, it was amazing, weren't it?
because there is a section where I won't spoil it, but there's a section where like one of you's flying the plane and the other one has to deal with the person on top of the plane in a very, very funny way.
Yeah.
And it basically just changes the whole gameplay for a little moment. And you're like, oh, okay. That's very, very funny. The dialogue is still awful. And
yeah.
I
don't mind the dialogue between them, but the little girl stuff's like...
Why little girls and boys in video games look like they're insane, I don't know. Maybe
well, to be fair, a lot of little boys and girls are insane.
That's true.
That is true.
But there's fireworks going off outside. What was I going to say about it? Yeah, there's another scene where like the girl goes because the parents are the dolls, and the parents while they're dolls are just zonked out on the settee in the bed, and they're just like, I don't know, in some sort of like they're just dribbling on themselves. They're just in like some sort of coma.
Yep.
And the girl's just like talking to him as if it's normal. And like
it's a bit weird, isn't
she's a fucking idiot. I was like,
you don't know what people can hear when they're in a coma, man.
Yeah, but like, why isn't she like,
but why are you dead? What's the matter with
why are you dead? Why haven't
okay, that's a fair question.
It's been 14 weeks, Mum.
You still never move.
So, yeah, it's a bit strange. What else? Apart from that, no, it's a good time.
The gameplay is absolutely solid, and the creativity and some of the stuff it gets you to do is just really clever.
Yeah.
But I totally agree with you. The story and just it's just not natural. Nothing this little girl does is natural at all.
No.
Makes no sense.
No. She's
But I forgive it that because everything else is so great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I almost let it get away with it and I like the dialogue between the two of them. You know, that's fine. You know, all the sort of bantery type stuff and what have you. And
it's like you're watching like a kid's cartoon, really.
Yeah.
It's okay. And then a couple of mini games. It's a good game. I'm really enjoying
There's
it.
a lot of mini games. It's crazy amounts.
But now I've seen how big it is on this YouTube video. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I know. Millie and I kept thinking we must be closer. The pace does quicken up a bit towards the end, I've got to admit. We were like, we got to the end sooner than we thought we were going. But there's just so many levels.
That's mad.
It's almost like whatever idea they came up with, you just put it in the game. You know, whatever it may be, they're like, put it in. Put it in. That's a good idea. I like it. Put it in. And they're all pretty much hit. You know, there isn't anything I played in the game where I think it hit. Really.
Yeah, so the levels that we did was like the bee stuff. So we killed the queen bee or the queen wasp.
That's a lot of fun.
And then we did the space baboon, and then we're on.
By the way, great boss fights. Some of the boss fights are really clever.
Yeah, some are okay. Some are like a bit boring. Like the beetle was a bit boring.
Yeah, the early ones were great. The ones with the toolbox and stuff.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was good.
So clever.
Yeah. So I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I think it's a great game. Great little game.
Yeah. Yeah. It's still there.
Thumbs up from Chinny.
It's still there, probably at the top of my game of the year list.
Chinny, what about? Are you thinking like top 3 of the year for you, Chinny?
It'll have to be because I haven't really played that much.
I was just thinking. I was like, I don't know what else I've played this
year. No, Chinny's number 1 is real life snooker.
Real life.
Yeah, there you go.
Real life snooker's his number 1 game of the year.
That's right.
Oh yeah, no, I love it. So I'm glad you like it anyway. I'm happy that you like it because I'm always a bit worried, you know, when you really love something and then somebody else doesn't like it. It's always like, oh, how could you not like it?
Well, just trying to think.
Matrix.
I played.
Yeah.
Well, I played A Plague's Tale, didn't I? So that's something.
Yeah,
I
you like that as well.
It didn't come out this year, but.
No, that's 2 games we both like, which is very unusual for us.
That's true.
Yeah.
Gotta say.
Yeah.
Gotta say.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm watching it now, thinking that's so cool. Right. I know. It's sad. Anyway, I'll go next.
Go ahead. You go next.
I've got a potential challenger to the Game of the Year spot, I think.
What's that?
I'm thinking. Which is this weird little game I started last week called The Artful Escape.
The Artful Escape.
The gameplay is quite basic.
Okay.
So it's not the most unique or taxing of gameplay.
Yeah.
But the presentation, the music.
This is that sort of guitar game thing.
Yeah, and just the story. I love the story as well. It's just one of those things that you experience where you just can't stop smiling. You know, because it's just crazy. I mean, the game itself is just crazy, but it's absolutely gorgeous to look at. And it is like being, I mean, you won't remember this, Ginny, because you're too young, but you may be aware of it. But there used to be a show called The Magic Roundabout.
I know of it, yeah.
This is like that. You know, it's that crazy psychedelic 70s stuff. You know, it's like you've plugged into, I don't know, the Beatles in their heyday, you know, when they were taking too many psychedelic drugs and making music. This is like if the Beatles made a video game, this is what they would make. Do you know what I mean? When they did the Yellow Submarine.
Look out for the canopy drawing of Queen Victoria.
Yeah, exactly. Or even like Monty Python. You know, like crazy Monty Python cartoons.
Yeah.
That's kind of this game. And
okay,
it's just madness. It's just madness.
It looks like it.
The voice acting is amazing. The scripting is just bonkers. You know, like the dialogue is just completely batshit crazy. And just some of the situations this game puts you in is just ridiculous. But I just love it.
Give me an example of one of the situations that the game puts you in.
Like you go to this weird city where you have to impress the people who live there with your fashion sense. So, you know, like a normal game at the beginning gives you a character creator where you can choose your outfit and how you look in your hair and your glasses and all that shit.
Yeah.
This game waits till you're like 3 hours in to do that. Because the whole game is about like this guy whose uncle was this massive folk singer, and everybody thinks he's gonna be the new massive folk singer and fill his uncle's shoes.
Right.
But that's not what he wants to do. You know, he wants to do this psychedelic weird stuff, but that's not what people expect of him. So he's torn between this, everybody wanting him to do this thing.
You can go your own way.
Or being individual,
Well,
you know, and it's
Duke, if you sing it so accurately, we might get a copyright strike.
I know, right?
Exactly. But it had one of the best lines I've ever heard anywhere, and it was just such a brilliant line.
What, you egg?
No.
You're not my grandma's prostitute.
You're not my grandma. But no, he says, the guy who, like the main dude in it, says to him, being an artist isn't giving people what they want. Being an artist is giving people what they could never have imagined. I'm like, that is such a fucking great line, isn't it?
It is a good line. It reminds me of Nelson Algren, who said, no book was worth the writing that wasn't done with the attitude of, this ain't what you rung for, Jack, but it's what you're damn well getting.
Yeah, I just love it. I just think
it reminds me of the quote from Peppa Pig. Which goes, fuck all these bitches.
I don't remember that in Peppa Pig.
Yeah, it was in
Peppa Pig episode. That, but
it was one of the later seasons.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you can understand. I mean, looking at the visuals here, which is not good for the audio listeners, but you can understand Duke.
Wow! Oh my god! Wow, the visuals!
Glowing lights.
Wow! Oh wow!
There's natural stuff.
If you're an audio listener, fuck you.
Human-made lasers.
Yeah, flowers that light up. You know, does it sound familiar yet?
Flower growing out your bum.
But I love it. It's just so crazy. But yeah, you have a battle with a space squid at one point. This is the something prawn. I can't remember its exact name.
Battle with a space squid. That sounds like Delivered in Nimbus X.
Exactly.
What is Nimbus X, Duke?
Yeah, where is that?
Nimbus X.
Yeah,
it's coming.
I want to buy that book.
It's a great book. Yeah, it's not available yet, but it will be soon.
Who's that written by?
Saying that.
It's written by me.
Wow.
Buy my book.
Anyway, you were saying, Stu?
Yeah, it's just bonkers. Completely bonkers, and I love it. I just love the bonkeredness of it, and that's not even a word. It's not even a word. That's how much I love this game. I've just made up a word to describe it. So,
okay.
I don't think there's anything else to say, but it's on Game Pass. If you've never experienced anything weird and shit like I like, now's your chance.
It looks weird. I don't know if I'd say it looks shit to me. It looks like it could be interesting, but
it is interesting. You know, if you're happy to do some Simon Says gameplay, that's not that taxing and it's never really going to make you struggle too much, apart from when you're old like me and can't remember what it just did. You'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm like, oh god, I've yet to do a sequence without messing it up. You know, like copying the sequence without actually messing it up once. But that's because I'm old and I can't remember.
Doesn't look like fun gameplay to me.
It is a bit shallow. That's the only minor criticism I have, but that doesn't bother me at my age. I don't want anything too taxing. You know, everything else is so cool. I'm not that bothered.
I like more games to be games.
You want to be hard.
I want games to be about. I want games to be games.
Shooting, shoot. I want to shoot things.
I want
British to be about British.
To be about games. Where you shoot stuff and beat people
This
up.
kind of is just an experience
of
music and visualness with a little bit of gameplay on the side is the best way to describe it.
Well, Derek Sainz said, I played about an hour of the Artful Escape on Game Pass. Didn't dislike it, so I'll play it some more on Stu's recommendation. So Derek's on the hook for you now, Stu. You got to be careful.
What you need to do, Derek, is drop an acid tab before you start playing.
Yeah,
and then you'll enjoy it.
You're like, what is a game?
More. Yeah, exactly.
What do games even mean, dude?
You would love. Do you know? Talking about that, that's just reminded me of something random that I don't even know why I thought of it, but. Donkeys years ago, when I lived at home, my brother used to do quite a lot of ganj. He used to smoke weed all the time, and he had this video with really hardcore dance music and visuals.
Hardcore pornography. Yes, hardcore dance music with weird visuals.
Then,
gotcha.
With the video, you got these prism glasses.
Yeah.
So you
a pack of Phillies blunts. Wink.
So he used to smoke his weed.
Yeah.
Put video on, stick the prism glasses on, and just have like some weird head trip. It just reminds me.
Yeah, man, just bliss out, dude. Like,
oh, look, FNK, man. I was just, I don't know whether you were here, but I just said it's challenging for my game of the year, man. It's such a great game.
All right, you know what? I'm sorry. Chris Parker coming into our chat and talking about, like, I'm listening to this other podcast.
Who the hell is that?
That's really rude. What? I don't know.
Evening Jess, just sat chilling on my balcony.
Chilling on my balcony while it's holidaying in Lanzarote, listening to the finest gaming podcast in all the land. You don't have to tell us. Oh, wait. Oh, my God.
No, that's us. That's us.
Oh, damn. Oh, that's very nice.
Were you really? Did you really miss it?
No, I'm joking. Jesus. Come on. Give me some credit.
Sorry. Yeah, right, Chris.
But I'm so good at it. My deadpan is. What the fuck is all this spam in the Twitch chat?
How's Lanzarote?
Jesus.
Is it sunny? Is it hot out there?
Lanzarote, I think
because I can't remember the last time I was on a foreign shore, so I don't know. Is it still on?
There we go. Now I'm gonna.
Anyway, it's great. Play it.
So basically, drop some drugs, take some downers, some candy, some tranks, some sleeping pills, some K-pins, Valium,
and then play this game.
Some circles, some forget-me-nots, some
ludes. Get some ludes,
some mind erasers, roofies,
jazz cigarettes,
jellies, moggies,
valleys, cocaine, free
bars. Chidi, you know the names of a lot of drugs.
French fries, Hulk ladders.
Yeah, I don't think that's a drug.
School bus, Zannies,
toothpicks,
Z-bars.
Suck on some cell phones.
Scoop,
just lip balms. Skank. Like, I'm just looking around. Get yourself some typewriters and suck them down.
Jet.
While you play this game. Are we ready for the next person to talk now?
Big Chiefs.
I think so. I don't even know what to say anymore. Anyway, Duke, it's on to you.
I play Fallout 76.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, this game has got its hooks in me.
Oh, no.
Hokey smoke. And I put a thing in the show notes.
Oh, yeah.
because I finished the Mistress of Mystery quest. I mentioned this last week. This woman was a radio performer, and then she was doing like performances in public. It's really weird because, of course, the Fallout universe is retro nostalgia in the future, right? Because the bombs drop after our 21st century technological age, but a lot of the people are like, I'm performing on the radio, like, yeah, me and Madge went to the show, and we did a stage show. It's like, why would you not be doing stuff on the internet? Like, the internet exists.
Make them laugh.
It's weird. Anyway, whatever. The point is that it ends up being this really sad story about her grooming her daughter to be like the toughest of these. She's training an army basically to like fight the raiders, but her daughter's like overwhelmed by how many raiders there are, and like she gets real despondent. And then spoilers for Fallout 76 if anybody doesn't want spoilers. Warning. Skip ahead 5 minutes or so. Her daughter ends up selling her out to the raiders.
Wow,
and it's really sad because you go tracking down these like audio tapes, and eventually you find the mom and the daughter like kind of hugging on this mountaintop, and they've both been murdered. And it's like you have this final audio tape that like tells you what happened, and it's just like, damn, that's kind of a sad ending. But you end up with all the gear that the woman had like created for her soldiers. But it's not, because like as soon as I found it, like I instantly found better stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm not really going to use any of this stuff, but it was a very interesting story. It's one of the top 5. But it's one of the top 5 most interesting stories in all of Fallout. So I'm really happy I did it. It's a really interesting quest. One of the nicest things about Fallout 76 is that you can fast travel from inside a location. As you know, in most Fallout games, like if you're in a building, you have to get out of the building and then you can fast travel, right? And sometimes that's annoying because if you're in a building, like you're in a basement of a place, you have to get back out. And of course, Bethesda's good at doing that thing of like, okay, it takes a long time to get into a location, and then you find like a secret door or whatever that just lets you right out, right? Okay, that's nice. But it's so much nicer. Like I was doing this quest today, and I had to sneak, I didn't really sneak past. Like I was trying to sneak around and stay low profile. But as soon as the robots in this facility found me, they were like, danger, danger, kill the intruder. So they all started coming after me. And I heard an Assaultron. And I don't know if y'all remember from Fallout 4, but Assaultrons are bastards. Like they are vicious. And at the level I'm at, they're pretty hard. So I was panicking. I was like, oh shit. Because they have this laser that'll take you down to half health with one hit. And it's just like, so I was scared. But I found the thing I went into the facility for, and then I was like, oh, if I hide, I can fast travel out of here. So I just had to hide, and then I was able to like, whoop, teleport out, which was very nice. So that's a good thing about Fallout 76. I will say that Bethesda needs to find some better way to do component collection management. So again, I don't know if you remember about Fallout 4, but when you're hunting for materials, you can go into component view and like tag what things you need to search for.
It has been a while.
It has been a while, and it's really not too important. But I'll just say that
6 years. Oh my god.
Interface is really not ideal, and it's the same interface in 76 as it was in 4. So the point is that like you can't just go in and be like, I want to, because when you tag something for search, anytime you look at a piece of junk, if it's something you've tagged, it'll have a little magnifying glass next to it. So it makes it very easy to figure out if you're in a room full of like 10 things. You know, it'll tell, it's easy to find the 4 things you actually need, you know, because they all have like aluminum in them or whatever. But you can't just pull up a list of things and say, I want to tag this, this, and this. You have to have things in your inventory that have those items in them, and then you can tag that way. So it's just kind of clunky, and I wish they would fix that, but it's not a big deal. So,
Duke, question.
Yes.
Do items replenish?
Yes and no. Like most MMOs, this has instances. So, for instance, when I first went to the Brotherhood of Steel, they had this big fort, and you get there, and the dude's like, all right, man, I don't like you, and you don't like me, but I'll let you into this facility if you handle these 4 things. And there's, like, people who are asking for help from the Brotherhood of Steel, so you have to go interview them. And then there's one dude's like, hey, man, y'all came and, like, killed my neighbor. Like, what the fuck? And then this other person's, like, clearly a raider. She's like, I heard you have guns. Like, where's the guns? It's like that dude on The Simpsons. I have that sound clip about The Simpsons. Wait a minute. Where is it? It's under The Simpsons. Right.
Forget about the page. When do we get the freaking guns?
So anyway, when I went in there for the first time, they had a bunch of stuff lying around that I was like, yes, I'll take this and this and this and this and this. And I was like, yeah, maybe it will replenish, so I'll go away and come back later, and there will be more things. But turns out that is an instance, which means in MMOs, it's only for you. Right. So it keeps track of what you have taken and that sort of thing. So in that case, no. But in an open public place, if I go to the town of Charleston, for instance, and I pick through a building, and then I come back the next day, that building will, yes, have more junk in it.
I see.
So
what's so addictive about this game?
So what's addictive? First of all, it's just Fallout. Like, that's, the same thing that made Fallout 4 addictive. There's quests everywhere. There's interesting stuff going on. There's weird monsters. You're leveling up. You get more perks.
Do you get the same feeling from this as you did from...
I'll tell you that this way, and I may have said this before, but I'll say it again. This feels so much closer to Fallout 4 than Elder Scrolls Online feels to Skyrim. Like, it's not even close. Mm-hmm. Like, Elder Scrolls Online is such a different game, and this is really close to Fallout 4.
Yeah.
That's not identical. I mean, obviously, VATS doesn't stop anything, but they've still struck a much better balance. And even though finding ammunition is more of a struggle, even though caps are less plentiful, nevertheless, it feels a lot like every other Fallout game. So I really like it for that reason. And I'll say this, the best perk ever is called Ammunitioner or something like that. Ammunier, something like that. Anyway, it allows you to make like 2 or 3 times as much ammo whenever you craft ammo. And so I've started collecting the stuff you need to make ammo, and I've got that perk. So now, whereas before, up until level 34, like, ammo is really scarce, and all the people online say, just get a good melee weapon and just bash all your enemies. I'm like, screw that. I play Fallout for guns. Now I'm rolling in ammo. Not totally swimming in it, but I've got a lot of ammo.
More plentiful than you were.
It's much more plentiful, yeah. So it feels good.
Can you build a home base?
You can, and that's the other thing. It's a little weird because it's got to be mobile. So you can set it. It's camp, CAMP. I don't remember what it stands for, but yeah, you set up this, like, it's just like a settlement in Fallout 4, but sometimes you can set up a house and you build stuff and build a little mansion or whatever for yourself, and then sometimes when you log in, it'll say, like, we couldn't place your camp. You have a free moving of your camp, because normally if you want to move your camp, it costs like 50 caps or whatever. So it's not a huge price, but it's still, you don't want to do it over and over. They have to make it cost something so people don't just constantly move their camps everywhere. So the problem is that I set my camp up near this riverbed because I have this device that filters water and it gives you purified water, which is a very nice resource. Because if you drink boiled water, which is much easier to get, then you can get sick, you can get radiation, whatever. So I have it set up near a river. The problem is if it won't place it, and the reason it won't place it is because someone else might have their camp already in that spot when you log onto that world, right? So you get a free move of your camp, but then I have to go run around and find a spot with water. And on the map, it'll say, like, there's a river here, there's a river here. A lot of times those are dried up riverbeds because it's an old map from before the war. So it's just like, I got to run around and find a spot with water, and that's frustrating. And when if you build your home in a certain place, if there's a hill here, and then there's, like the river over there, if you move it to some other place, there might not be a hill there. You know what I mean? So the arrangement of the house doesn't match the new terrain.
Yeah.
So there's some fiddling with it. It's not perfect, but it's, again, they did the best they could with the concept of it. And I think in general it works pretty well because most of the time, spend about 5 minutes fiddling with it and I can put it down and it's not too bad. And the other thing is, like, you don't really need your home for most things. Like, that's the other thing. There are, I think, 4 places around the map you can travel to for free. So there's Fault 76, where you came out of. There's this settlement called Foundation. There's a bunch of raiders in a crater, and then there's the Brotherhood of Steel place. So you can travel any of those places for free, and they're pretty evenly distributed across the map. And I think, except for Vault 76, I don't know if Vault 76 has this, but the other spots have, like, crafting tables, cooking pit, a stash box. So they have everything you need. So the idea of going back to your home, it's not really essential.
Not as important, yeah.
Exactly. And a lot of times when you're wandering around, you'll stumble upon other people's camps. And if they've set up, most people have their crafting tables public. You can access them if you're not in their team. So that's kind of cool that you can just go to somebody else's and just use their stuff. So it's not like the home is absolutely essential. So
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you know, and the other thing, like the reason it's got its hooks into me is probably the same reason that Destiny did. For whatever reason, those who listen to the podcast know that my tastes just kind of rotate in this certain schedule. Like, okay, for these 3 weeks, I'm going to be really into Skyrim, and for these 3 weeks, I'm going to be into Guild Wars 2, and then I'll go back to, you know, whatever. And so right now I'm on a Fallout kick, and you know, I play some Rocket League because that's always a constant, but I don't need to talk about it because there's nothing new to discuss. But you know, after I've won a few games, I'll be like, okay, I want something less stressful. And strangely enough, creeping around hoping not to get noticed by a death claw is a little less stressful sometimes. And I know I've said it before and it's weird, but it's true that after school, I often don't want to try to figure out a new game with new mechanics. I don't want to figure out.
I don't think that's weird. I don't think that's weird.
No, I don't think it is.
Well, fair enough.
It's like it's like the comfy slippers, isn't it?
It is the comfy slippers, but it's not just Fallout 4. That's the thing. Like at this point, like I don't know everything in Fallout 4. I could probably find some new quests and locations if I tried, but like this has dozens and dozens of quests that I have not done at all. And I'm just getting done with the stuff that I had finished my last playthrough. So like I'm reaching the locations in these quests and I'm like, oh yeah, I think I've done this. But then, like I said, I found new stuff like the Mistress of Mystery. So it's just, you know, the biggest change between Fallout is that there are, and we talked about this a little bit last week, you know, there's areas that I should not be going into because they're way above my level. But you know, the quest sends me there. So I'll like, I'll give it a try. And then it's like a level 80 monster. I'm level 38, I think. And so it's just like, I'll take a shot at it. And his, you know, his health bar goes down like a fraction of a percent. And I'm just like, oh shit. And like, I book it for the other direction so I don't get caught. But yeah, I took down some super mutants, which were really tough. I had tried to take them down like 3 levels earlier. And the dude just wasted me. He had this minigun that was just, and he just slaughtered me. I died before I knew what was going on. So I managed to creep back, get my stuff. Actually, it says, because as soon as you die, it'll respawn you nearby. And then you'll have a quest on your log in the upper right corner that says, oh, here's the mother and daughter that are dead on the screen.
Pleasant.
Oh, sorry, mother and daughter.
Yes, they are dead.
Yes, they are. Sorry, mother, daughter. But so it's when you respawn, there you have a quest in the upper right corner that says like, go get your stuff. And so I was like, okay, I don't know what I lost, but I want to go get my stuff. So I creep back into that town, make sure that the super mutants have gone away from that spot where they killed me. And then I creep up, I look in the bag, and it's got like a bottle of vodka.
Nice.
That's all I dropped when I died. I was like, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, you risk your life to get it back.
Exactly. And like, what the hell? And here's the other thing that's weird. Like when I was starting out, I had this, I probably mentioned this before, but whatever. This dude came up to me and he just handed me this like super awesome sniper rifle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that was so nice. So I'm getting to a higher level now. I'm thinking, oh, I'll go help out some other players and do that sort of thing. But it's actually kind of hard to do that because I saw a dude who was like level 10 and I was like, oh, okay, I'll go to where he is and then like drop a gun on the ground. So I go to where he is, but he had teleported away by the time I got to where he was. So I was like, God damn it, come back here, idiot.
And now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Yes, so. And I was just like, dude. And so I was like, okay, well, this is like, I was in his base. I'm like, okay, I'll drop the gun in his base and he'll find it when he comes back. But then it turns out, and I was like, I don't know how that works. So let me try dropping something else just to make sure I know how the mechanic works. So I dropped a grenade, not a live grenade, just, a grenade with the pin still in on the ground. But it turns out, I didn't realize at the time, it just vanished. I was like, what the what? So I look it up. Turns out, if there's nobody else around, the game doesn't keep track of what you've dropped.
Fucking hell.
So I have to be near somebody in order to drop a little gift pack for them. So I was like, well, it's a good thing I didn't drop that sniper rifle. So I wish they had some way of making it a little easier for you to be like, hey, level 10 person, here's a gift from across the map. Like, just send a mail system. There should be a mail system where you could just send a little gift. That would be really cool. But that all said, I'm having a lot of fun with it. They made some really good changes over the years. So, if you like Fallout, if you stick with it, get past level 35, it actually does get a lot easier, more fun once you get to that level. And yeah, 76. Thumbs up, baby. Fallout, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, bit of Fallout.
Oh, yeah.
You can't. I must admit, right? I give you grief for keep talking about Fallout 76 or Rocket League or whatever. But I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I did quite like Fallout 4.
I'd be interested to see what you think. I mean,
yeah,
it's like I said, it's not the same as Fallout.
Is it free to play this now? Or
It is free to. Well, I don't know. Let's find out.
I think it's on Game Pass.
Is it?
I think it is on Game Pass.
Oh yeah, well,
I'm pretty sure.
Old Bethesda games.
Yeah. Play it on Game Pass. You have no excuses.
I might give it a go.
Give it a shot. That's your play my game, bitch.
Is that my play my game, bitch?
That's your play my game, bitch.
All right, well, I'll do it.
Bitch. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I just want to.
Yeah, I will play it.
Yeah. So we've all got an assignment for next week.
Yep. I will give it. What's yours?
Play more Rocket League.
Yeah.
I don't think you've got an assignment. Maybe we need.
Well,
to
then
give
what's my
you
assignment? Give
an
me
assignment. I don't know.
A free assignment.
I know. I was
A
thinking
free
everything
assignment.
has to be bloody free for you. I'll think
Well,
about
I was playing the bridge to talk about it with Chinny, but
yeah, that wasn't your assignment, was it?
Well, I gave it to myself as an assignment.
I guess.
If you come up with an assignment, I'll give it a
I
shot.
will
It
give
doesn't have
you
to be
an-
right now.
I
It doesn't
will
have to be on the
find-
show. It
I'll
could be
find
over
something.
WhatsApp or something. Yep.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
All right, so Chinny, you're back up. What do you got?
There is a game that I've been playing in the background for the
That's
last,
not snooker.
for the last like 2 months.
5 minutes. Oh, 2 months. Really? And you haven't talked about it?
Yeah, but there's a reason.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Are you ashamed to admit that you're playing Yakuza and really liking it?
Oh, here we go.
No, it's not Yakuza.
Okay. Are you ashamed that you're playing it?
And
It's
you're
a
not
game
liking
that
it?
I played before.
Okay. GTA.
And then I stopped
Red
playing
Dead.
it. It's on a mobile phone.
Oh. Interesting.
It's not balls.
Fallout New Shelter?
I'm ashamed.
Simpsons tapped out?
It must be
It's
something really
Simpsons
terrible.
tapped out.
Oh, snap.
You used to play this before. It's not a shocker.
Perfectly level flying is the supreme challenge of the scale model pilot.
One of the tasks that you do is perfectly level flying with Millhouse. Actually,
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's just this stupid Farmville fucking thing.
Yeah, but it's
There
The
it
Simpsons,
is.
so they got all sorts of jokes about the show.
It's just so dumb, and even the game says like this is so dumb.
Is it more dumb than other video games? I mean, let's be honest.
But basically, this game is designed to stop you doing. It does everything it can to stop you doing whatever you want to do. Like, basically, what you want to do is build your town and get more characters. That's what you want to do.
Right.
And everything in the game is designed to not do that. So
Right, because you have to wait, or they want you to give them money.
they want you to
Yeah,
buy
they
money.
do.
Yeah.
Then you'll be able to do whatever you want as soon as you give them some money.
And it's funny, isn't it? Because it's like
You'll be able to build shit quicker than
I know
how
the
to.
game.
Give us some money!
I know the game is basically saying like, okay, we're gonna make this like really hard and annoying, and we're just gonna make this really slow. But if you give us money, then it'll be nice and quick, and you'll be good to go. And
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
I don't know. I just keep fucking playing it, and look, Tara's like, "Are you tapping? Are you tapping the little Simpsons people?" So I was like, yeah. And I don't care about aesthetics anymore, so I don't care about like making it look like a town.
Yeah.
Because all I'm doing is
I think I gave up on that like 5 minutes into the game.
no, I did it quite a lot last time, but this time my thing is to get as many buildings and as many characters as I can, because more buildings, more characters means more money coming in.
Yeah, ka-ching.
So, like, my town is an absolute clusterfuck. Like, the channel studio news is at the back of the Simpsons house, and the cathedral.
And it's right across from the box factory, I assume.
Well, yeah, and it's
That's
like,
just a TV studio where they film Krusty the Clown and other non-box related programs.
Matt Groening is also a character that I unlocked.
Okay.
It's just ridiculous, and yeah, I've got Springfield Heights, which is the posh end of town, and that's like different currencies, and you've got to like there's like an IKEA shop, and you've got to get 200 sofas, and then you unlock the coffees, and then you get the it's so stupid.
Of course it is.
Like I
you
feel
recognize it.
like you know when because I've been playing games for like months.
Yeah.
Like it's been a while since I haven't really played many games. I feel like this is why, because I've been getting my little gaming fix through this still. Do you know what I mean? I'm still getting my gaming fix, so this is just a little way of like, I'm still sort of.
You're still in.
Still in.
You're still in.
Doing
even
stuff.
if it's something really shit and stupid.
It's so bad.
But it's designed to be addictive, so I mean,
it is
addicting.
Yeah. I don't know. So I'll shut up about it now. But these are the characters that I have. Where are they? I don't know. How do you...
I'm curious to know if there are characters you haven't unlocked yet that you would like to unlock.
There's loads. Okay, I've got all the Simpsons.
Is Frank Grimes in the game?
Probably. I've got all the Simpsons.
I would love to see Frank Grimes. Like, what are you doing? This is crazy.
Apu. I've only got Ned Flanders. I've only got Milhouse. Out of the Van Houtens.
Yay, Milhouse.
I've got Dr. Hibbert. I've got Ralph and Martin. Oh my god! I got Mr. Burns, Smithers. I got all the school workers. So I got Skinner, Willie, Mrs. Crabapple, and I don't have them all. And Otto. I've got
no fooling. I'm from North Kiltown.
I've got Skinner's mom. I've got comic book guy. I've got Kent Brockman, Krusty the Clown.
I know I'm on, but I don't care. I don't read the news until I've had my Danish.
So it's ridiculous. But there are also some weird characters though. I've got like Noir Homer, which is from some Halloween episode, I think.
Oh, okay.
So they do like...
I can't even keep up. They probably have stuff from most recent episodes or seasons.
They have like Princess Homer. Like basically every there's a
version of
there's every thing they have like an event. So the event last time was multi-dimensions of Homer, so different types of Homer.
Chinny, do me a favor and oh, sorry, I thought you didn't realize.
So I'm guessing like that was from an episode. It's always from an episode.
Yeah.
And then now it's like...
You're just not a die-hard enough fan.
Now, it's all about sort of catching criminals and, whatever. I don't know. But I'm just ashamed of myself.
I think you should be. I'm just
saying. It's funny. I'm actually using Duolingo to try to learn a little Spanish. Like, what I've started to do is, like, every time I go to... it used to be when I go to the bathroom, I have a book in the bathroom. And I still do have books, but I don't read them. Instead, I get out Twitter and I just, read a few tweets. But now I've installed Duolingo, so like every other time I'll switch between Twitter and Duolingo to try to, use my time a little productively, learn something. And they've got this system where with hearts, and so you make mistakes and you have to like wait to do a lesson until the next day. So they're trying to gamify it in that same way. Like you can't just study and study and study. I'm like, you know what? I get that they're trying to get me to pay money. But at the same time, it's like, I'm learning a language.
Yeah.
So whatever. Anyway.
That's how they get you, man. Everything's gamified.
So the gist is...
Everything's about getting that money.
The gist is, I hate myself.
I feel like you should.
No, you shouldn't, man. If you enjoy it, it's not wasted time.
Stick pins in your eyeballs and stop
looking at it. It's no more silly and foolish and wasting of time than any other video game.
No, it's true.
Yep.
You can't argue with that.
Mm-hmm.
That is the truth right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I have been playing something else. I've been playing a few other games, in fact.
Tell us.
I played it. There's a game came on Game Pass called Skatebird.
Okay.
And I thought,
I saw this at EGX.
Yeah, I thought this looks kind of cute.
I'm about to skate.
You know that alleyway, Stu, of indie games.
Yeah.
This was at EGX.
Was
Fuck
it?
This damn house party, man. I'm about to skate.
But basically, it's Tony Hawk's, but you're a tiny little bird on a skateboard. Is pretty much the gist of this game. I like the environments. I think there's a lot of detail. They've used like curved magazines for half pipes and quarter pipes and stuff like that, and pencils as struts, and so there's a lot of effort. You can see there's a lot of effort gone into creating the game, right? And it looks pretty nice, but I just don't really like the game very much.
Do you like Tony Hawk games?
Not really.
Well, there you go. Did you like Simpsons skateboarding?
Not really.
Nobody did.
I think Chinny may like this. I don't know.
I like the fact you're skating up a Thrasher magazine. That's pretty cute. It's
That's
like
what I said.
Little Big Planet skateboarding. Yeah.
The environments are great. I mean, there's a lot of effort gone into how everything looks.
Right.
But it's just not my kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, doing all these flips and tricks and ollies and stuff.
Grinding, man. You're supposed to be
grinding.
Yeah.
But, you know, you fall off a lot. And there was a...
Well, maybe you do. I wouldn't. I'm just kidding.
There was a bit where I got stuck behind a piece of scenery.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get out. And I had to... There is a reset button, but that reset button is obviously there because that shit happens.
Well, and yeah, I mean, they're not known for their, you know, magnificent fidelity of, you know, wall breaking or, you know, wall protection. So it's frustrating.
Yeah, I think
it's also the type of thing, like, you know, you're not meant to get it quickly. So like you have to practice and like learn the environment so that you can like land your jumps perfectly and you can, you know, and it's supposed to be frustrating when you don't, because then it doesn't feel as good otherwise.
I've just decided that I don't like this game.
Oh, cracking! That was quick.
Was it my talking that decided you hated it?
No, it's because I mean Tony Hawk games.
Why not just play Tony Hawk?
Yeah, they're on a knife edge anyway. From us being like, this can be really frustrating. And I sort of gave up because I bought that remake, didn't I? Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, and it was all right. It was good, but I was just getting sort of annoyed, and that's a good one. And this one looks worse.
Yeah.
So
this would probably be
it's not great. I feel, you know what? I feel that the developer is just a woman on her own who's made this. So it's just a single developer who's made it with the help of a couple of other people. And you can see a lot of love has gone into the attention, you know, and how everything looks.
Right.
But the gameplay itself is just a bit dull.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I was just like...
Well, the only difference is that your character can flap his or her wings.
Yeah. I was literally bored after about 10 minutes of playing it.
Yeah.
And I just turned it off and was like, it looks cool.
So at EJX, if you'd have played this, you should have spat in her face.
I don't think I would have done that. I don't think I would
I'm
have done
bored.
You're a true gamer, Stu. Yeah.
I'm not a true gamer.
Fuck you and your stupid
You've
bird
got to
game.
give constructive feedback.
You do. I'm sure
the game's shit and I'm bored.
I'm sure there are some people out there who would love this game, but it's just not me.
Are there, or is it just funny because it's a bird?
I think it's a bit of a novelty. I think the bird thing is a novelty, and once novelty wears off...
Does it add anything that it's a fucking bird?
No.
Like, can you flap your wings and stay aloft longer? Because that would be cool.
I think so, maybe. I don't know.
But you're too bad at the game, so you don't know.
Yeah, but no, it didn't grab my attention.
It feels like it's like trying to get that kind of what's that fucking? Oh my god, I forgot the name of it. The Goose Game.
Yeah.
What is it?
Isn't it called Goose Game?
Not the Untitled Goose Game.
The Untitled Goose Game. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, is that it?
Like it's trying to get that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like cute thing that's funny.
Birds are cute.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude's doing some cool stuff that I haven't seen, obviously, because I'm crap at it. But he's falling off as well. You know, this you can tell the guy
birds at the airport. Everybody hates birds, right?
You know, you can tell the dude who's playing this kind of knows what he's doing, and even he's falling off a lot.
See, this is weird though. Like, you get to the top of a ramp, and there's a rail at the top, and he's obviously trying to grind the rail, but the dude's just sitting there.
Yeah,
like,
it just locks. It just locks onto the rail. It doesn't grind
that's
it.
Weak.
That's
it
not
just
how
grind
You should at least move to the side while you're grinding, not just
Mm-hmm.
grind it in place. I feel like it's a for effort, but like they didn't spend enough time polishing the mechanics. And in a game like this, the mechanics are everything.
It's a gimmick.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a gimmick.
It is a gimmick.
It is a
It is a gimmick. You know, like I say, the environment's cool. Gameplay, not so much.
I hate this game.
Really?
No, I
He
don't.
hasn't even played it.
I just like how like we're just being so harsh on. Probably somebody's like, I don't know, I knocked it together in a year and it's just a bit of fun, and we're like, I
quit my
fucking,
job. I want to get into gaming.
I hate you for doing what you love, you piece of shit. Now you know, it just seems like there's no reason for it to be.
Sorry, I just realized it's not Thrasher magazine. It's Thrusher. Which is a very clever bird pun.
There's a play on words and stuff. Yeah, there's all that.
That's pretty good. I like that.
There's all that kind of.
I would have accepted Flapper.
A flapper would have worked.
But
that's not as close to Thrasher.
No, it's not.
But yeah, I mean, it's a cool idea, but just not, I guess, as well executed.
I think we probably talked about.
We've talked about it way too much.
Bird skate,
pigeon rollerblading for as long as we need to.
Yeah.
Anyway, back over to you, Duke.
Yeah. So there's this game called Rocket League.
Oh God.
No, there's nothing to say. I will say that the only thing I'll say about Rocket League this week is like, there's been this really interesting like yin and yang in the community this week of like I have really nice people who like. First of all, they're often stunned by how happy and like positive I am. So if somebody makes a mistake, I'll be like, it happens, learn from it and move on. And they'll be like, thank you so much. Oh my God, everyone's so mean in this game. And I'm like, yeah, it's cool, dude. Have fun, you know? And then like the flip side of the people who are like, you know, I'll say that to my teammate and then someone on the other team will be like, fuck you, fucking cuck. And I'm just like, dude, why are you so angry? Like, listen to yourself. It's pathetic. And like, even when they win, they'll be like, hey, fucking get good. It suck. I'm like, look at you. Look how angry you are. And you won. Imagine how angry you are when you lose. You're pathetic.
Yeah,
man.
Wow.
So it just seems like as time goes on, the community just seems to get more and more like, I don't know, either very, very nice or like really, really
I can
nasty.
understand why you love that game so much. I really can.
Well, I love it in spite of that. Like, I love the connection that I can make with people who are cool. Like that's, and again, when a game is very, very difficult, like a Souls game, it's satisfying because it's so difficult. So when I can break through that horribleness and actually make a human connection with another person, it feels great because there's so much adversity.
So
on
making
the way
friends
to that
in
victory.
Rocket League is like the Dark Souls of social.
It is. That's my Dark Souls. Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody has a Dark Souls. What's your Dark Souls? Mine is making not even friends because people are like, "Thank you so much. I want to play with you." They'll like add me instantly on their friends list, and I'm like, decline. I don't have room on my friends list. I don't know you. The same thing always happens. I've added for the last 10 years. Is about when I started adding people that I don't really know on my friends list.
If I know you speak to them again.
I never speak to them again. Add them, and then if they're playing while I'm playing, like there's a part of me that's like, oh, I should invite him. And sometimes when I have, like the person's like, I'm already in a game, or and they don't say it like that, but they're like, I'm already in a game.
Fuck you.
Or, fuck you. Who are you? Why are you on my friends list?
Pedo. Yeah.
But, and the other thing is like, that's how I got my account hacked that one time because I was like trying to be nice to a person I had added from a rando.
Serves you right.
Serves me right. But the other thing is that like, you know, one time I added a dude randomly and then like I did say like, hey, you want to play a game? And he was like, okay. And then like he invited me to his party, but he had like ascended to like champ. So I was just blowing it for their team. I'm sorry, I'm trying my best. And they're like, no, it's cool, it's cool. But I could tell they were getting short because the it's cools started getting fewer and fewer until eventually they were like, hey man, we got to go. Which was course code for fuck off, you're dragging our rank down. Like,
you're really killing us, man.
And I don't blame them. Like, you know, they play for a different reason than me. They're trying to rank up. I'm just like enjoying the game, having fun, and getting a win occasionally. So that's my Rocket League life. That and my Rocket League car.
Rocket League life.
Oh man, they can't even see this on the stream. Whatever.
Wow, what a treat they're missing.
No,
I know, right?
Wow.
You can't see my chocolate hands either. All right, so that's me done. Chinny, you got anything else to talk about?
Hands.
No. Let's move away from the mic so I can breathe. Stu, you got anything else?
I have got another game.
Yeah, go ahead. Make it quick.
I've been playing Deathloop 2.
You've been what?
The second one isn't out yet? How can the second one be out?
I got my hands on it. I've
been playing that game.
Because you went through a death loop.
I've heard good things about that Deathloop.
Yeah.
Is that what you've been playing, Stu?
No, I haven't got a PS5.
I've heard good things about it, though.
Now.
Wait, isn't it on Steam, though?
No.
Nah, fam. It's on PS5 exclusive.
PS5 exclusive. It's not even on PS4.
Fuck yourself.
It's not on PS4, motherfuckers. Anyway, I've been playing. Do you know this game?
Deathloop definitely is on Steam.
It is?
It's on
yes,
PS5.
It is. It's on Steam. I'm looking at the page
PS6,
right now.
PlayStation 6.
It's here. It's on Steam.
Oh my god, it is.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Stu was like,
right,
let me
say
just
it together
explain.
in unison. Say it. Say it.
Duke was right.
God. I don't know.
No. Say you were right, Duke.
You were right, Duke.
Yeah, that's right. I should make a sound
so
sample
Stu
out of
went from. Let me just explain what happened in Stu's head. Right. We're gonna go into Stu's head. All right. Let's go.
Okay. Here we go.
I'm not playing Deathloop because I haven't got a PS5, so I just don't give a fuck about it. Hang on, it's on Steam. So what I'll do is I'll pretend that I wasn't interested in it, and then I'm just like, well, I'll give it a try, but I really want to fucking try.
I ain't paying 50 quid for it. I'll wait till it's in the sale.
What I'll do is I'll make sure that some poor bastard developer's like been robbed of it, and then
I ain't playing no game.
Can Duke still hear us if he walks off?
I'll get it on that grey market site.
It wandered off again. Anyway,
have you got wireless headphones, Duke?
Yes, I got. Why? I can go anywhere with these.
Anywhere with those buggers. I have been playing a game by a studio that made a game called I Am Bread. You remember this game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember I Am Bread.
And they also made a game.
This is the fish one.
I'm playing the game called I Am Fish.
Yeah.
There you go. I saw this. It's on Steam as well.
What I want to know is what took them so fucking long.
Do you know what though? This
what about
is
I Am Colostomy Bag. That would be.
This is the first game. No, this is the first game. Wow. This is the first game this developer has made, which is
good.
An actual game.
Oh right, okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, I Am Bread was obviously a tech demo.
Everything else it made, even Surgeon Simulator, like none of this stuff is like a game.
Well, of course not.
This has levels. It's creative.
Looks like Finding
Nemo.
Nemo.
They're so ripping off Finding Nemo. They're just stealing. They're stealing the logo and everything, man. They're lucky they're not getting sued by Disney.
This is the anti-Finding Nemo, though.
No, I'm talking about the way it looks on Steam.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the
logo.
This
is like the masochistic Finding Nemo.
Oh, I don't know. Finding Nemo's kind of.
So what happens is like all the fish are like racist.
No, so what happens is I love the setup.
Hey, get a load of this. Anyway.
So the setup is awesome because the pet shop owner goes to the bakery where they make the I Am bread. Right.
Ah, I see what they did there.
So she picks up.
Oh, thank God that they tied those two worlds together.
An I Am bread loaf, and then feeds it to the fish, and guess what?
What?
The fish kind of becomes sentient and a bit crazy.
Ooh, okay.
And she obviously sells because she like it's a pet shop, so she sells the other fish. And then you're left as a goldfish wanting to be reunited with your friends from the fish tank.
Okay.
I'm starting to wonder why you think it's a deviant from Finding Nemo, because it sounds exactly the fucking same.
I know, doesn't it? Except in this game you die a lot. So this isn't you're Finding Nemo because obviously you die an awful lot.
Oh, but Nemo died a lot in that movie. They don't realize. People don't realize. They think it's like, oh, he found him at the end. No, he's zombie Nemo at that point. He's been dead 7 times.
That's all. Yeah. Finding Nemo and Finding Dory is all in Dory's imagination.
You just have to read into it. Yeah,
there it is.
just
So basically,
keep swimming.
So you're in the fishbowl, and that's kind of the first mode of transport you get. And it's like Marble Madness. So you've got to roll around all the levels and stuff.
Yeah, I'm reading the reviews on Steam. They're not all being generous.
I kind of like it.
No, let me ask this question, though, because a lot of people are saying that like it's frustrating because you start over. Like there aren't a lot of checkpoints and stuff. Like it's very infuriating trying to control the fish. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, definitely it's infuriating. But there's plenty of checkpoints. It's not There are you can play on different levels of the game where there are no checkpoints. So there is a masochistic level, and there are others. So whether they're playing as that, but I mean, there's checkpoints are fairly generous up to now, and I've played probably 2 or 3 levels of it.
Sorry, I hate to interrupt, Stu, but let me tell y'all something. I'm looking through these reviews. One of them just says fish.
Yeah. Well, it will.
It's a thumbs up. It's a thumbs up review. It says fish. It is your responsibility as a Steam user when you encounter that to click, is this helpful? No, it's not helpful. You can click funny because it is funny, but it's not helpful. Help the community. Mark it no.
I think that's pretty helpful because
it's not helpful. It's funny, but it's not helpful.
It's telling you what's in the game. Fish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I never would have guessed that. They're saying it's not well optimized, but are you playing this on a console or on Steam? Stu?
Yeah, I'm playing it on the Xbox because it was obviously.
It's probably better optimized there than it is on Steam.
But it just works really well. It's really funny. You know, it's pretty crazy. I mean, I'm playing a level at the moment where I'm traveling through the sewers, and there was a bit, and I'm like, I can't figure out where the hell do I have to go now. And you've basically got to manage to bounce yourself. I mean, it's obviously frustrating because it's the developers of Surgeon Simulator, so nothing's going to be straightforward or easy to do.
But they're trying to make something more accessible. This doesn't look like Surgeon Simulator is supposed to be absurdly horrible and hard. This looks like it's supposed to be kind of fun and easy.
This is the first game they have ever made, like I said, that I feel is like a full video game and not just a bit of stupidness.
Sure.
And it feels like there's a lot of effort gone into it. Like the environments look cool. It's like very cartoony. It's very detailed. And like I say, I've had quite a lot of fun with it just because it's completely stupidness.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a thumbs up from me. I like I Am Fish.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm curious. It looks like it could be fun.
And again, like I said before, if you've got Game Pass, there's no reason not to give it a go.
Yeah.
It's fine. I think it's fine. And I think people are being a bit soft. They're being soft, Duke, if they're saying
weak.
There's
they
not
suck.
Not enough checkpoints to be
Well, I think that one developer or that one player may have had some problem or something. So, because the developer was like, "We're sorry you're having this problem, and go to this place." It didn't say not enough checkpoints. They just said I had to start the first level over like 3 times. So it may have just been like they had a glitch or something.
Yeah, it must have been because I found the first level quite easy. It's when you get into the next levels that it starts to get a bit more difficult.
Well, he said that it hadn't cleared, like it cleared his info. When he started up again, he had to do the first level again. So whatever. It was just a glitch, I think. So.
You see that? Well,
I shouldn't have quoted that review as representative of the bunch because it's not.
No, it isn't. But yeah, there was like in the set, like I was saying, in the sewer level, I'm like, I have no idea what I've got to do next. There was a bit of that. Yeah. And then I kind of figured it out and I thought, oh, that's a bit weird. That's what you got to do. And you had to flop out of the water and just flop around as quickly as you could to get back into the water at the side. And I died probably 4 times just trying to achieve that one outcome.
Yeah, that's weird.
You know, well, it's not weird. It's just obviously the nature of the game is difficult.
I guess.
And, you know, that's the sort of trying to sort of control this fish that you can't really control very well. Like I Am Bread. You know, you're trying to flop around to get to where you need to get to, except in this game, you've only got a limited amount of time to do it because fish drown when they're not in water anymore or die.
Technically, they die.
Die of lack of oxygen.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah, you don't get very long to flop them out outside of the water.
You don't. You know, I'm sorry. This is something in the chat. I'm not sensitive about my Americanness. I recognize how, crappy a lot of Americans are. Eggy Win in the chat said, "Good job. There isn't smell-o-vision." And everyone's talking about farts again. This is the time of the show.
I can't believe you acknowledge this person.
But here's the thing.
We know is Jason Gallagher. We know.
Whatever. Isn't that the point? Here's the thing. He says, "Good job. There isn't smell-o-vision." Imagine the stench by the American. I mean, look, if that's fair, it's fair because I don't always smell great. But I don't think in general I probably smell any worse or better than y'all on a regular basis. Like, that just seems weird. Is that a thing? Do people think like Americans smell bad? Because, I mean, if you were to say, like, oh, the American, like, he's an idiot. He doesn't know anything about what's going on in the rest of the world. I'd be like, hell yeah, that's absolutely right about Americans. But, like, I've never heard people be like, oh, Americans fart a lot. It's just weird. Anyway, you were saying about fish.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
I like the fish.
Yes.
There's a lot of creativity going on as well because there's a level where you end up in a mop bucket.
Okay.
Although it is a bit weird.
How do you control a mop bucket? Oh, does it have wheels on the bottom?
It's got wheels on the bottom.
Okay. I got you.
But the other thing weirdly about the mop bucket is that it's transparent. I don't think I've ever seen a transparent mop bucket before.
I don't think I have either.
No.
But otherwise,
there
it'd be
you go.
very hard to
To
have it in the
control
game,
because
I
you can't
guess,
see
to
where the
control,
fish is
yeah.
in the mop bucket. But it's great. I like it. I think it's a lot of charm, but potentially could get very frustrating. Is what I would say.
Sorry, I just noticed that Derek Sains, when we were talking about the Skatebird game, he said this game is foul.
I know. I saw that.
Good one, Derek.
So there you go. That's it. I'm done. That's everything I've played this week, pretty much.
Okay. I'm out. Chinny, you got anything else?
No.
Any other mobile games that you're feeling horrible about?
I am playing a bit of balls.
In that case,
Discord. Discord. Discord.
So now somebody changed their name to Duke Loves to Fart. I do love to fart, but that's not my question. Big Haw, I just checked before the show, questions for the show on the Discord. And Big Haas asked a question that I thought we could talk about because it is a pretty interesting question. He says, "Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
I was wondering if y'all had any suggestions on any good mobile games. I am currently looking for something new on Android.
Run.
And do y'all have any favorites, and what are they?"
Run.
So Chinny's big thumbs up recommendation is Simpsons Tapped Out.
No.
You'll feel great about yourself.
Yeah, you love that game.
Yeah.
I want to fucking... I just want to fucking throw a phone away.
Balls is great. You should play Balls.
Balls is
balls.
I keep talking about this, but I'm a huge fan of Flow. There's a game called Flow. There's a free version called Flow Free, but I've bought it because it's so good. And the basic idea is that you have oh wait, I should go to the daily puzzles. Yeah.
Dots.
You got a lot of dots. Yep, I'm holding up to the camera so everyone can see. These dots, you have to connect them, and then when you do, the water flows between them. And it starts off relatively easy, and then it gets very, very tricky because you have so many dots on the screen. And yeah, it's very simple. Yeah, it's very simple at its surface, but it gets complicated. But it's, you know, the smaller puzzles, like, you can just zone out. Like, I reached a point, I remember one time we were visiting Diane's sister, and like I was just sitting there doing level after level after level, and it was just like I could do them almost without looking at them. And it was just, I don't know, it's just a really cool game. I bought variant versions of it. Like, they have one that's like hexagrids. They have one that's like got tunnels in it and stuff. I like the classic Flow. It's really a good game. Check out Flow, everybody.
The only thing I'd recommend at the
WhatsApp.
moment, yeah, WhatsApp. That's pretty good.
My favorite app is Contacts.
Yeah.
Like
No,
Teddy
the
on
only thing.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
The only thing I'd recommend is giving the Witcher game a go, which is
Witcher
like
mobile
Pokemon.
game.
Yeah, Pokemon Go, but you're the Witcher, so you have to walk around where you live and kill monsters.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I had a problem with that game though because I did play it a bit, Stu.
Did you? I didn't know
Yeah.
you played this.
No, I did. Yeah, I did. I know. I was wandering around, and the game says I have to have sex with a lot of women, and
What? Tara definitely.
And Tara
wouldn't
got
like
very angry about
yeah,
she wouldn't like
yeah. So, to be honest, it was a bit of a troublesome game, really.
Well, just be glad that you didn't play the crossover between that and I Am Fish, because then you have to. You like that fish?
Yeah.
That's how the movie Splash came about.
Yeah.
Because somebody was.
Because Tom Hanks fucked a fish.
Yeah. Right. That's like a Carl Pilkington. You know, at some point a bug had it away with a leaf.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. With a Veteran Gamers podcast, cross-species sex.
Anyway.
I had something in my eye earlier, so I'm kind of like, I look like I'm high.
Is that anything to do with cross-species sex?
Yeah.
Or are you just mentioning it?
No.
Oh, now they got Mike Chinny the farter.
No, I just.
What have I done?
Can you look at my eyes, dude? Look. I look a bit.
I'll take your word for it. You're going to lean right into the camera for me to see how red they are.
Hang on.
They don't really look very. Oh, or pull the camera to you.
Oh.
Look.
Yeah, that one looks really red. It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks
It's
pretty
disturbing.
red.
Stop it.
Yeah, some of you
You
weirdo.
look like you look like Debbie on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the one who takes all the coke. She's all like,
yeah.
"Hey guys,
See that
hey
close up.
guys, check it out."
I feel like I'm doing like a Blair Witch thing. I'm like,
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you
You know,
definitely
these cameras are not for goofing.
some snot
cameras-
running out of your nose.
Ooh,
Okay.
snot. Is
Yeah,
it time for the
snot.
news? Oh wait, no
No.
mobile games. Anybody got any other mobile games? to
No.
recommend?
That's it.
Okay. That's it.
News.
Right, news.
Putting news first.
Sorry, Haas. I thought it was a good question. I thought we'd have fun talking about it, but apparently I'm the only one. So I tried.
Sad week. It's been a very sad week this week.
Yeah, the developer of the ZX Spectrum.
Yeah, Clive Sinclair.
Dave.
Has died.
Right. All right. Okay.
Has died. He's passed away. Bless him.
Oh no.
He was a massive part of my youth.
Yeah.
So,
well, did he?
Was.
And my love of video games to an extent.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You know, without him, I mean, that was apart from obviously the, God, which one was the one we had?
The BBC.
No, we didn't. We had,
because we had a Timex Sinclair.
like the Atari, but it was an Atari ripoff.
ColecoVision?
No.
Amstrad?
I mean, was it Binatone? Might have been a Binatone.
I don't know what you had at your home.
But anyway, it was basically Atari's console, but another make. You know, with Pong and all that kind of stuff. But the first, like, what I would say gaming machine I had, which played what I would call proper games, was the ZX Spectrum.
Yeah.
48K. That's it, people.
Oh, yeah.
48K of memory. I mean, that thing.
It's amazing to think that you can have that now on your wristwatch.
Well, that's like one Word document.
Right.
That's a Word document, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
And that was it.
Technology gets faster.
That's all you
had.
That's all you had. And it was enough, though, to run a whole game on. It was enough to run a whole game. And everyone remembers, I mean, like, anyone of our age who either had that or the Commodore 64, which worked a lot better.
We had an Apple IIe. That was our gaming machine of choice.
There you go.
Yeah.
But they all had tapes. You had to load everything by tape. And the Commodore 64 had a built-in tape deck, so it was a perfect volume. And most of the time, it just loaded. And you didn't have to fanny around. And obviously, piracy was rampant back in those days because you could just do tape to tape, and you were done. You had the game. You know, you didn't have to mess around. Just tape to tape. And but getting the volume right with a ZX Spectrum, it was a lot more fiddly because you had to get the volume just right. And the amount of times you would get to the end of because the loading screen was literally the sort of game's front screen slowly coming in one line at a time. Until he got to the bottom. And the amount of times it would get to that last line and then just stop. And that was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes you'd been waiting at this point.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Kids today don't know what that's like.
They have no clue.
Kids
today. Most frustrating.
That would be a good name for a DJ.
Ever.
DJ.
Yeah, no clue. DJ no clue.
Kids today. Oh no, I meant kids today.
Yeah.
DJ Kids today.
But yeah, it was the most frustrating thing ever. But when you got the game up and running, like The Hobbit, which was like a text adventure, but with a few graphics as well thrown in, was great.
Zork was my first, like, I mean, I remember we played this game called Lemonade, and that was good.
Zork.
But Zork was a classic. Yeah. Sorry, go on.
And I just nearly drank out of the bottle of wine, and that would have been good.
Don't drink out of the bottle of wine.
Attic Attack. I remember that. Manic Miner.
Nope.
What else was great? Saber Wolf.
A friend of mine had a ColecoVision, and I used to go to actually Commodore 64 because he had Ghostbusters, the video game, and I was so jealous because I loved that game, and I used to go over to his house just to play that game. Like I didn't really like him that much, but I loved the game, so like that's kind of
yeah. That's my arrangement with Marsh. But like that's kind of stuck around.
Yeah, there you go.
So, but the old games.
Probably the one on the receiving end of that a lot.
The old games are the classics, though, Stu. Like Attic Attack, Tuck Dick.
Tuck Dick.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
You jumped to the one that was too unbelievable.
All right. I needed something like a buffer, didn't I? Like Attic Attack. Frog Flipper,
Quest, and then Tuck
Dick.
So it was the game where you had to tuck your dick in.
Tuck your dick in and look
like a lady.
Was that sold to children? That doesn't sound like a children's game.
It was, these games are made in people's basements.
They were.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
bedroom developers.
I remember buying video games at the mall. Like, were they selling Tuck Dick at the mall?
They were selling Tuck Dick.
Cockfights HD. Was one.
Cockfight.
Wow, I didn't have access to these cool games. I should have grown up.
Well,
in
it's
the
a very
UK.
British thing.
I guess so.
So
I didn't think cockfights were popular.
The thing is, like the British indie game development culture was so much more sophisticated back then.
I don't know if you'd call tuck dick sophisticated.
Tuck
well,
Dick.
all right.
That sounds like
American.
juvenile, to be honest.
Tuck
but
Dick was a great game.
advanced.
What do you know? You're just a smelly American.
What about Bum Wipe? That was a fun game.
All
Weird
right,
that they called
dude.
it Bum Wipe here.
Dude.
You'd think they would have called it Butt Wipe.
You've really got to like lower the tone. You know,
Yeah.
is it
You
my
know,
I'm
favorite?
trying to drag the tone
My,
down.
my favorite
level,
Simpsons
base
joke.
level.
My
Trying to
favorite.
drag it into the gutter.
My favorite Simpsons joke is when they're all playing pranks on each other and Homer unscrews the salt. Like they're all setting fire to each other and like really like drastic. And then he unscrews the salt and he goes, "Oh, come on, Homer! Like he's got salt all over
Well,
his
it's like on
shirt."
Brooklyn Nine-Nine when they move the captain's podium like half an inch. He's
Yeah,
like,
he'll never
half an
notice.
inch. Oh, how did you get away with it?
Then he rings.
That and the
Doesn't he ring
marshmallow.
like his husband and goes, "They moved."
Yeah, he'll never guess.
Oh dear. Yeah, he's dead.
But anyway, it's a sad week.
He's dead. He
My
died.
My
he
baby's
also,
gone. She's dead. She's not
apart
dead.
from the
She's not
ZX
dead.
Spectrum, he also brought us the Sinclair C5.
Okay.
And who could
Which
forget
was
that
even more explosive than the C4.
piece of shit?
Was it? Oh, snap.
Oh.
Are you going to talk ill of the dead?
Terrible thing. God no.
Awful.
Why was it so bad?
Because it just was shit.
That doesn't help me.
And it
understand.
was basically this futuristic looking sit in it bicycle, right, that he came up with.
What? Like an actual bicycle?
Well, not really. It had pedals, but it was like you sat in it. It was like a little car with. It was just the
Okay.
weirdest looking thing. 3 wheels, and
weird.
it had a battery in it, so you didn't have to pedal up hills. But we're talking about technology in the 1980s when batteries were shit.
Right.
So this thing would take like 2 days to charge up and then go up one hill and it'd be flat.
Right.
I mean, it was the worst conceived thing ever.
It does not
It was
sound
just, it was just ridiculous. And my mate bought one. I mean, his family had loads of money. It was like loaded.
What a cock.
I know, what a cock. And I remember the day he got it because we were in our village, right? I lived in this tiny little village. There were 3 shops. There was
No
like an
houses. That's weird.
no houses. There were 3 shops.
Just
and
3.
2 pubs.
Just 3 shops.
3
No one
shops,
lived there.
2 pubs and no houses.
And a guy with a
And-
shotgun.
And we were stood outside the local paper shop.
Yeah.
And he came trundling up in this thing. And we were like, whoa. Because obviously we were kids at the time. We were like, whoa, that's amazing. And now I look at it and think, what a cock. Do you know what I mean?
It's like anybody who drives past you with a Lambo.
It is. That's exactly what
Like-
it was.
You know, in America, people would be like, "Oh my god."
And then when we went to Glasgow 2 years ago, like for around Christmas time, we went to this like Glasgow Science Museum, and they had one there.
What
and
was
I'm
it? Just
oh my
like somebody,
God.
like you put your head through a hole and somebody just nuts you in the face.
Yeah, that's exactly.
You fucking like that bastard.
That's exactly what happened. But they had one
Science.
there, and I'm like, my mate had one. I'm like, okay, my mate had one of these. I had one of these. But yeah, it was an absolute failure, and it nearly bankrupted him trying to develop this.
Yeah,
thing
that little white car thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just shit.
It was a piece of shit. Yeah.
It was a piece of shit. And then somebody on one of the comments, after he died, was like, "Oh, they should make a new like C5. Can you imagine now with like new batteries and stuff?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, probably good now.
well,
He was ahead of his
might
time.
work.
Well,
It was
electric
way ahead of his
scooters.
time.
Electric scooters are everywhere.
Yeah, but you couldn't sit in that. You can sit in this.
You can't. No, but you can sit on some of them. Some of them have little seats.
Yeah, they do. I have seen those. Yeah, you're right.
You know
But
what?
anyway,
I
he was
thought-
way ahead of his time.
Sorry to deviate. I mean, I know we don't normally deviate on this show.
It's rare that we
never.
get off on a
I know.
tangent.
I don't like to
Sorry.
put the show on a different
Well,
path.
if it's for a good reason, as long as it's for a good reason.
But it is a golden path. But so I let somebody on a scooter like passed on a zebra crossing when I was driving.
Yeah.
All right, and I was like, yeah, okay.
You should have run him over.
I should have just fucking
should've
battered
fucking
him.
ru-
Right. I should have just got out and
Over-
just smacked him in
over
the fucking
bonnet,
head.
into your windscreen.
No,
Job
but
done.
I was like, I had a mix of emotions because I let him go and I went, first of all, shouldn't you ride that on the fucking road, you lazy dick?
Yeah.
Right.
twat.
And then, second of all, I was like, I'll just let this kid go. Third of all, I was like, oh, this kid is fucking like 38 years old, right, and wearing a suit. So I said out loud, bit old for that, mate. And then I got jealous because I don't have one. And I was like,
and now you've got one.
And now I've got one, and I'm giving it away.
Yay!
No, I was thinking about selling my e-bike though.
Were you? Why? Have you given up on the riding a bike
I
thing?
just like selling stuff.
You're the novelty person, aren't you, Ginny?
Yeah.
You're that person. You get the thing, and you're like, I want this. Oh.
Well, I don't know. I like sort of cleaning out the house and getting rid of things. So I'm pretty brutal with stuff. I don't hoard very much.
The
so
e-bike is gone.
No, not yet. No,
it's going.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it's on the edge of like, and I'll just
has
get a normal.
Has Tara got a bike?
She's got a bike. She's got a normal bike. And I was thinking maybe I should just buy a normal bike.
Yeah, get rid of the e-bike, get a normal bike, and those things aren't cheap.
No, it was a grand.
Oh,
it was
they're a lot of money.
Yeah,
a lot of money.
I reckon I could get about 700 quid for it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, people like them.
You know.
People like them.
That's all right.
Right.
I'm going to Ireland, by the way.
There's not a lot of other news.
I'm going to Ireland.
Yeah, what's in Ireland?
When are you going to Ireland?
For
What?
work?
What the hell? What?
I'm going to Ireland. Oh yeah, I won't be here when it'll be like the 10th of October or something like that.
All right. Okay. Holiday or
holiday.
Work? Oh, nice.
But I'm going to go and stop with Robin Bongo.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
That is super cool.
I'm gonna go around his ass and
Game of Thrones sets and shit.
Yeah, do all that, and then be in Belfast for a bit, and then we're gonna go down to Dublin. And we went to Dublin in 2007. How many years ago is that? 14, 15, 14 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the funny story that we have from Dublin is that Tara got very drunk. She had a Burger King burger, and it had onions on it, and I didn't want to taste it, and she cried because I didn't bite it.
Wow.
She was like, "Why won't you try my burger? It's the nicest burger I've ever had in my life." I was like, "It's got onions on it. I don't want it." And she's like, "Ah." And then she didn't talk to me all night, and then she woke up and went,
"Oh my goodness,
sorry."
What the hell did I just do?
Okay then.
So,
that's odd.
But we're married now, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
So we're gonna go back to that Burger King. That's the only reason for the trip.
I like it. Duke, there is one other piece of news which I think you're going to be very excited about.
Oh, go on.
Oh, super excited. You like Star Wars, don't you?
Yeah, I like Star Wars. Okay, why?
You probably like a good Star Wars game, I'm guessing.
Well, some of them.
Some of them. Because guess what, Duke?
What?
One of your favorite developers, Quantic Dream, is no longer tied to PlayStation. You know, Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain, Detroit Become Human.
David Cage.
David Cage, your favorite developer.
David
of all time.
is no longer caged.
He's no longer caged.
He's no longer caged
I see what you did
in
there.
the PlayStation nightmare that he was
very
in.
Clever. Yes, okay, very clever.
Thank you,
But he has signed a deal
Continue.
with Disney, and the rumors are he's going to make a Star Wars game.
Why are they letting him make a Star Wars game?
That's
whatever. I mean, I haven't played. I haven't played
rumors,
Jedi New Order. I haven't played the Squadrons game. I probably won't play this one either.
That
so
is
it's okay.
the where
it's
I
not
think
like it's not like I'm like I have to play all the Star Wars games.
I think
I'm
that
not
rumor's
kind of
bollocks.
fan, so.
They've just
I don't know. What else is he going to be making?
I think
for
they just
Disney?
put two and two together and gone,
Yeah,
oh,
what
he's
else
got a
is he
Disney.
going to? What other thing is he going to make for Disney?
MCU.
What?
You could do something from the Marvel universe.
No.
You could put like a fucking shitty like X-Men game together, or some fucking I don't know, like fucking Captain America shite together.
I think it could be Star Wars.
A Hulk game. There's a Wolverine game coming.
Yes, there is. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
It's about time.
It's about bloody time. I like Wolverine. It's got claws for
The
hands.
last Wolverine game was pretty good.
Claws for hands. That's it about the news, really. There's not a lot else, but we have got an email, Duke. And I know how much you like emails.
Whoa, that ruled.
And it's from our favourite new regular emailer of the show, which is Jacinta, of course.
Her name is Jacinta.
And it is Jacinta.
I owe her an apology. I haven't read your poem yet. I'm sorry, Jacinta. I just haven't checked my email this week.
He's just lazy, Jacinta. Just ignore him. He's just lazy.
She knows what the struggle
He's
is
a
like.
horrible,
You got a million papers to
he's
grade.
a horrible person.
Teacher knows teacher. Game recognized game. It's all good. I hope. I'm sorry, but
horrible,
you know what it's like.
Horrible person. Anyway, Jacinta says this, you horrible person. She says, hey, guys.
I'm the potato.
That's what she says.
She says, hey, guys, and Duke, you horrible person.
Yeah.
What she said. I was pretty miserable and negative about gaming, the internet, and technology in general last week. But I'm out of my weird, angsty slump. Wow, that's
cool.
Very descriptive.
Well, get back in it.
Yeah, get in your angsty
Chinny wants company in his slump.
Shout out to the Tainted Brain for checking up on me and making me feel
so
better. I know, I love Tainted Brain.
Tainted Brain's awesome.
And to SLH for logging onto Xbox at 8 a.m. to play Minecraft with me. Pretty sure we just ended up ranting about politics, but it was so much fun. Afterwards, my partner asked me who I was talking to, and I excitedly exclaimed, Susan, a lady from the UK who loves a VG podcast, cats, and Minecraft. Oh, she's a witch. Look at this cool witch tower. And then I received a strange look.
Correct.
If she said it exactly like I just did it, I'm sure she probably did. Anyways, the angsty slump, I burnt myself out trying to play the legendary edition of Mass Effect very quickly.
Well,
I've played the original before.
You're supposed to play any.
No, you shouldn't play any game quickly.
Well, some games you should play quickly.
I've played the original before, but my stupid obsessive brain wouldn't let me play Mass Effect 2 until I'd played the first again. And to make things worse, I tried to 100% it in one playthrough.
Oh my God! No. Let me ask this question too.
No.
Would you say that your brain is tainted?
And I was hardcore hunting achievements.
Oh, that's his name. Duke, that's his name.
That's his name.
Did you realise that you did that, Duke?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Or to put it another way.
Oh, that's from CSI.
So it made the whole experience. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Stu, you're trying to do something.
So it made the whole experience a miserable, anxiety-riddled
Well, yes, of course it would. Right. You should know better than that, Jacinta. Do you have some sort of, I don't know, tainted brain?
I ended up finishing the campaign, but absolutely rage quit when doing the planet surveying and uncharted world missions. They are so underdeveloped. Yeah,
which is what reminds me of what Shepard's proctologist said, or what Shepard said to his proctologist when they said, bend over, and then Shepard said, probe away.
Wow. Wow. So this week I've been channeling Duke and only playing the genuinely interesting games rather than trying to be elite hacksaws.
There you go. Just whatever you want to play. Like, don't care about what other people think.
We all know I'm shit at games anyways. I've also been playing a more diverse range. Some Minecraft, the Final Fantasy MMO, Fallout 4, Tomb Raider, the 2013 reboot, and Raccoon, an indie by Laura Shingle.
Yeah, I saw her post on the Discord about that. I've never heard of it.
Who's a video game composer.
Okay.
It's been refreshing to just, actually enjoy games rather than forcing myself through them. But I continually need to reflect and keep myself in check, as it's so easy for me to turn gaming into this crazy competitive, obsessive suckfest of a grind. Do you know, I think she makes these emails the most difficult things to read ever.
No, she's a good writer. That's the problem. You just stumble over
everything's
good words.
difficult to read for me.
Raccoon is adorable. Raccoon looks really cute.
In real life, we're in week 6 of lockdown, and in 3 weeks, I'm going back to work. I'll be teaching a 60% load from home while looking after a 6-month-old baby. Fun times.
I don't know how the hell people do that.
I think it should go okay, and that's what I keep telling myself. It's only for 5 weeks until classes are over for summer. Isn't it weird that there's summers in winter? It's just the weirdest thing.
I know, right?
It is if the Earth is flat.
It is. Exactly.
Well, that's like Homer Simpson. You'll be interested to know that it's summer here, not winter. And Homer takes a sled. Oh.
Do you know? There's two sides to the flat Earth theory.
Well, yeah, top and bottom.
I like it.
That was the joke.
Question. Have you ever experienced a similar situation in my recent Mass Effect playthrough where you basically ruined the experience of a game due to your own approach, attitude, and/or expectations you placed on yourself?
Well, aside from the classic Mega Man 3 debacle from when I was in middle school,
classic.
I don't really think it was. I don't.
And what about the? Lest we forget the Final Fantasy VII debacle.
But that wasn't my fault. That was because I stupidly saved over my save game. Like
that was your fault.
Pushing
that was
myself.
Totally your fault.
Oh, I mean, look, it's not like I'm blameless in that, but it's not because I had set myself some kind of goal. With Mega Man 3, I was like, I have to finish this tonight. And like that ruined it. Yeah, I pushed myself to a place that was not healthy. But with Final Fantasy 25 or 7, whatever it was, like I spent 25 hours on it, and that was a lot back in those days. Do you remember when 25 hours in a game was a lot?
Oh yeah.
What about infinite hours? Forever.
Exactly. Right.
Forever hours.
So I don't know. I don't feel like I deserve the same. I don't heap the same kind of blame on myself for the Final Fantasy debacle as I do for the Mega Man 3 debacle.
I guess.
And I think that's a better way to look at it anyway, is like, okay, yeah, I mean, it's fun to talk about what we've done when we've set up those boundaries around ourselves. But I think the most important thing is like, okay, when did you hurt yourself or someone around you because of your gaming addiction? And what did you learn from it? How did you modulate your behavior? Because that's the other one. The one I think about a lot is Prince of Persia, Sands of Time. There was a time when the Duchess was reading the newspaper on a couch, and I was playing that game on the TV in the living room, and like I was just raging so hard. And she stood up. She's like, "I don't want to listen to a temper tantrum right now." She walked out of the room, and I was like, "Damn,
reality check, man. Reality
I had to stop playing that game."
Wow.
For a little while.
I'm the opposite. If I'm not enjoying the game, I just put it down and forget about it. I don't like harbor any.
Stu's fickle. He's weak.
I'm not weak.
No, that's smart. That's a very smart approach.
I don't. The only game I feel where that ever happened was Deadly Premonition at the end, where I had to finish it, even though it was ridiculous and just the most stupid game mechanic.
Yeah.
You know, it was a quick time event that kept changing.
Right.
And it's like, who the fuck wants that? And it used all the buttons, bloody shoulder buttons, face buttons, triggers, everything. And every time you got it wrong, it was different. So you couldn't even learn the pattern because there wasn't one. But I got there in the end.
Sorry, let me ask this question. Like, was the time between the button pushes the same? Like, was it?
Yeah.
You knew you were gonna have 3 quick ones and then a
No, it was completely random. Totally random. And I remember I tried. Must have been getting into double figures, and I was like, that's it. I need to walk away. So I just turned the game off, put it down, and then I came back the next day, and I think it took me about 4 goes to do it, but. I've never been. That is the closest I've ever come to having like a proper game tantrum. I think because other than that, I've never ever really let a game get to me that much. I've just gone, nah. If it's too difficult or I'm finding it frustrating, I just stop it and walk away. But my God, I couldn't do that with that game because I had to finish it, and it was like I could have easily walked away.
Now, did you feel that rush of victory? Like when you did finally beat it, were you like, yeah?
Yes. Oh, definitely.
Because that's the thing, man. That feeling is a good feeling, you know, and like
definitely.
That's what keeps me coming back to Rocket League is being able to win games, and like in that when I beat those super mutants who had killed me, like I was like, I did it, yes. And it's ridiculous, but it's still a good feeling.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was so frustrating at the time, and I hated it. It was like, was it Fear? I think it might have been Fear on the Xbox, and they had this. Like on the PC, you could just save anywhere. Yeah. But on the Xbox, you had this fucking ridiculous, checkpoint system.
I remember hearing about that.
Oh, God. And I gave up in the end. I got that angry with the game. I'm like, that's it. I'm done. I am done. But yeah, what about you, Chinny? Have you ever had that sort of thing?
So the seriously achievement in Gears 1.
Probably. Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did that ruin the experience for you? Like, were you sick of the game when you got
Yeah, I was sick of it. It was ridiculous amount of effort that you have to do to sort of get that, really.
Just to get one achievement.
Yeah, 50 Gs.
Madness.
So that was probably that. But the relief when I got it, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
But
see, that's the difference. Sorry, I think that's a big difference. If you feel like victorious and rushed with energy after it, like that's a sign that it was hard. But if you feel relief, like it's, oh God, thank God that's over. Like I felt that way with some of these 76 quests. It's like, okay, finally I got that done. Like that's a different kind of feeling. I think a game ought to shoot
you're
for
always
you
going to get
elated.
those. You're always going to get those endorphins, aren't you? And that bit of a
Did you
rush.
feel endorphins, Chinny, or did you just feel like, ugh, thank God it's over?
It was just more relief, I think. It was just so like, wow, I can actually do something else.
Yeah, I can go and play another game now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is crazy. We do some crazy stuff for video games, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, we have got, believe it or not, we have got a quiz and some speed pipes.
Wow, we're just getting started, people. Strap in.
Yeah. So we'll do the speak pipes first because they are very quick. Speak pipe! It's the way to leave a message for us.
These are going to be quick, so here we go.
Not sure who this is, but we seem to have the sort of speak piper person.
Yeah, prized elephant. And this one it's going to be quick because it's only 9 seconds. So as soon as I hit play, it'll be over like...
It's going to be so quick. Get ready, people. Strap in.
So quick. Like, we could be done. We might be done with the speak pipes in like 1 minute.
Yeah, if we can.
I know that's crazy. I know it seems weird for me to suggest that.
Madness.
But it could happen. It is possible. I guess it all really depends on like how much we say between each speak pipe. That'll have an impact on it.
When do you press the play button? Might help.
I mean, I will, obviously. I'm going to press it. But you don't want to rush through a speak pipe. It's kind of like eating a small salad at a fancy restaurant. Like, you know there's good stuff, and you're not meant to just gobble it down. You're a chef, Stu. You ought to know that.
Same as stroking a poodle.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Hello, veteran gamers. What do I say now? Do you like Mario Kart?
Do we like Mario Kart is the question from this 4-year-old child.
I love it.
This child sounds like it needs help because it sounds like it's been tortured or kidnapped. What do I say?
Then why
help me?
Is that a code then? Do you like Mario Kart?
I reckon
like, help me out of this cage.
Blinking in Morse code, but she doesn't know this is an audio thing. Do I like?
Well, the answer is yes, and
yes.
I like it. Okay, I've not played it a whole lot.
We like Mario Kart, don't we, Chinny? We've had lots of fun playing Mario Kart.
I love Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. I love Mario Kart on the 64. Yep. Didn't play much of the GameCube one. Didn't play anything of the Wii one. And then the one on the DS was pretty good, and then the one on the Switch is fantastic.
We had loads of fun playing this at EGX, didn't we? In the Mexican restaurant where
the times
yeah, everybody set up the screens. We all grabbed the
glorious.
controller.
It's poetry in motion.
That advert.
God.
We recreated the advert with a Switch, man.
Oh, it's just beautiful.
Mwah.
Just
glorious.
Glorious. What a game. What a game.
Turn it into Andrew Dice Clay. Oh.
So to the little person, I can't tell if it's a boy or girl.
Mario Kart is great.
Maybe it's gender non-binary, Chinny. Stop committing your hate crimes.
Yeah, you can't assign a gender.
This I don't know. What do you
can't assign it though.
I
just assign a gender.
I identify as a ham sandwich. So how dare you assume that I'm not a sandwich?
All right, are we ready for the next one?
Yes, let's have the next one.
Now here's the thing. That
help
pipe
me.
Was Sorry. Yeah, that speak pipe was from Prized Elephant. This speak pipe is that was 9 seconds. This is 14 seconds. This is from Prized Elephant Jr. So apparently the child we heard on the previous speak pipe has a child of its own.
Yeah, that was the adult.
Wow.
This is like a fetus now.
Okay.
Don't abort me. Take me to Texas. All right, here comes the next speak pipe.
Topical.
Yeah. I'm controversial, man. I'll set fire to the norms of society.
I like it.
What's your favorite Pokemon?
I love this kid. I must have.
Mine is Lickitung.
It is like an even younger child.
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
wow. They're going to keep going with this until it's just like.
What do you think?
What is your favorite Pokemon?
Never played it.
Grasp what he said.
No
Mine
idea.
is Lickitung.
Mine is Lickitung, whatever that is. I tell you, I don't know.
Sounds like you need that looking at Lickitung. Sounds like you go to the doctor.
When I was in Florida hanging out with my nephew, he was playing Pokemon, and I was like, I've never played a Pokemon game. Hook me up. And I think I mentioned he let me play his Pokemon. So I didn't really know what was going on.
Did you like Lickitung?
I don't think I came across Lickitung.
Chinny,
sorry.
do you like Lickitung?
No, I'm not a big fan of their work. No.
Sadly, I don't think any of us have ever really played Pokemon, have we?
We're not pro Pokemon, really, are we?
No, we're not the target audience. Let's be honest.
We just haven't played it. I mean, I bet maybe if we played it, we'd like it.
I have played a Pokemon game.
Which one?
I played Pokemon Diamond on the Nintendo DS.
Okay.
Really?
And I fucking hated it.
Who was your favorite character?
I don't remember, but my favorite Pokemon.
Oh, sorry, I looked it up. It's Lickitung. Lickitung, apparently. So it's got a big, nasty tongue. Go on, Chinny. Sorry.
Well, there's Egg Cute.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm sure that's not how you pronounce it, but we'll go with it.
Basically, just like a bunch of eggs. That Pokemon.
Okay.
Right.
That's one.
I love that. Sorry, it says on this wiki, it says Lickitung, type normal, category licking Pokemon. Oh, thank God you clarified that.
Yeah, wow. I'm glad we you enlightened
It's 3 feet 11 inches. This one is 1.2 meters tall.
What is tongue?
You were wondering.
There's
his height.
Valanite or Vanillish, which is basically an ice cream cone.
Okay.
These are real Pokemon apparently, and my absolute favorite one that I definitely knew about before this is Bidoof.
Oh, Bidoof. Why not?
Bidoof. It looks like a cross between a beaver and a
doof.
You're a doof.
He's like a beaver with a big beard.
A beaver doofus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go with that.
This is so complicated. This is like attack, normal, level up, dark, rock, grass, poison.
Forget it. Just forget it.
All this shit?
Forget it, man. Forget it.
But that's the thing.
Understand.
Every time I encounter something that I don't know about, like the whole world seems to open up a little bit more, and I realize how much more I don't know.
Yeah,
and it's just like, God damn. I learned recently that the kids now say ops as like anybody who's like opposing you. So people will say like, I don't have time to deal with ops.
Hey man, you're ops.
It's not haters. It's now ops. I'm not dealing with these ops.
You're ops, man.
I'm getting a lot of ops vibes from you, Duke.
Yeah, man. You're like ops.
Yes.
Right.
Zen headbutt. That's
wow.
an attack
Anyway, we've got a quiz.
Right. So those are the two speak pipes from Prize Elephant and Prize Elephant Jr. Thank you very much. We love those speak pipes because they're very cute.
This is our response to said speak pipes.
I hope they don't play this back to them.
Fuck
no, don't curse to these children. Hey, Stu. God damn.
Game.
What kind of, hey, you're talking like a 3-year-old. What is your problem?
Fuck that game. I fucking hate Pokemon though.
It's a good thing we put the not for kids warning, which
Daddy,
brings me to the question.
Did they mention me on the show?
Why are you asking your 3-year-olds to, did they talk? Yeah,
fuck
they did.
Goddamn
what did they say, Daddy?
Right
what did they say?
Well,
what was
son.
their answer about their favorite Pokemon?
Well, son, they said, fuck Pokemon. And fuck your game.
Anyway, we've got a quiz, people. Let's do the quiz.
No, son. It's a valuable lesson that you need to learn.
You know what, Daddy? The world is so cruel. I think I'm going to join the EDL, Daddy.
Jesus Christ.
Somehow this is the fault of the immigrants.
I think that's how it works.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's how that works. It's all Pokemon's fault.
Stu just made someone a skinhead.
Basically, racism is because of Pokemon.
Wow.
No, racism is because of cursing at children.
Yes.
Anyway, we have
quiz.
It's time for the quiz. It's time for the quiz. We play the shitty sound clip when it's time for the quiz.
Now, last time we had a quiz, Dan saved the day. He just swept the quiz, and we only did it respectably. We didn't do well. We did respectably because of Dan. He's not here now, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be chaos.
Is what I think.
I can say this for sure. I've reached the point in the evening where I'm like, you know what? These papers, fuck these papers.
Yeah.
Fuck if I finish this.
Okay,
by
let's
tomorrow.
do this.
I woke up this morning thinking, wait a minute, I have to finish this story. I woke up this morning thinking, I'm gonna get 2 stacks of papers done. I got about 2/3 of a stack done, and now I'm like, whatever. So unfortunately, kids, it depends on where the sun is in the sky when I get to your name in the alphabet.
Yeah.
And if the sun's past a certain point, I'm like, whatever, I'll get to it when I get to it. But the funny part is, I said to a class last week, I was like, I'm so sorry I haven't gotten these back. And this one girl goes, oh, I forgot we even did that.
Nice.
Wow, how long has
They
that
don't give a
been?
shit. Like, whatever.
No.
Anyway, quiz time, people.
Okay,
Here we
quiz
go.
time, yes.
Quiz time.
All right. Yeah. What are the rankings like? What's it about?
Well, I'm getting there. Wait.
Go ahead. Tell me. Tell me now.
Now, I hate to tell you, but there are no rankings for this quiz.
Why the fuck should we even bother? I'm going to join the EDL.
Right, let's see what he has
Will
to say.
they allow Americans into the EDL if I promise
Whose
to keep
line?
America British?
Whose line?
I'm going to look that up on the
For
internet.
God's sake. Whose line was it anyway quiz? So that's what it is.
Okay.
Whose line
I
was
like
it
that. So we have to improvise then. Oh, my cell phone's a hat.
So it's like a terrible version. It's like if you ordered that.
Colin Macquarie.
If you ordered that on Wish.com version of it. Right.
Hello, veteran gamers.
Americans in the EDL. I'm listening.
Duke, that's probably not a great thing for you to Google, you know.
I'm always Googling right-wing stuff.
Sorry, good God. Here is the quiz I did
Duke's
for my
trying to
work
join the
colleagues,
EDL.
where I read out clues over Microsoft
Yeah.
Teams, but I assume it will be Stu's soothing tones reading them out. Well, you are correct. Answers will be sent by SpeakPipe as usual. Nobody at work is really interested in video games, so I narrowed the quiz down to 2 topics. I thought they would be okay with music or movies.
He's done a lot of music quizzes. I like the movie stuff because it's a little different. And I feel like the world of movies is less like the world of music is so huge. There's so much music out there. The world of movies is a little less huge. So I like movies ones. Anyway, go on.
I went with movies.
Oh, nice. Well, it's
as
like
everyone
I said, I
seems-
complain.
There you go. You got what you
Sorry,
wanted.
sorry. I know I've interrupted you a lot, Stu. I just have one thing I wanted to say, and I don't mean to, I'm not trying to boast here. I'm really not. But I whinged about that weird horticulture game on the podcast last week.
Oh yeah,
I had
did.
posted on Steam like, this thing, the picture doesn't look right. The developer fucking said like, thank you for the feedback. We're changing the picture to make it look more like the book. I was like, goddamn, my whining and complaining actually made a change in the world. How about that? The lesson here, kids, is complain more loudly and more often.
Complain loudly. I went with movies, as everyone seems to be subscribed to at least one online streaming service these days, like Netflix or Amazon Prime.
There are HBO or Hulu or,
There are 13
I actually give money to my local public television station, so I have access to their documentaries too.
Wow. There are 13 clues, which means there are a maximum total of 26 points up for grabs as follows.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I will give you dialogue from 13 movies, all released from 1996 onwards.
Wow, they're all recent. I like it. I like it. That increases our chances.
You just need to guess the movie title and the name of the actor.
Okay.
As usual, if it's part of a movie franchise, you need to guess which one is his.
Now, we have to get the actor's name, or should we get the character's
so it's
name?
the movie and the actor.
Get the actor, not the character. The actor.
Yeah. Guess the movie title and the name of the actor.
All right. We'll try it.
I won't give you any targets, but we'll only tell you how many points my work colleagues scored at the end of the speak pipe. So we've got to beat the work
I like
colleagues.
it. So no, we are competing against his work colleagues, but we don't know what score they got.
We are.
That's interesting. So we'll know at the end whether we're awesome or pathetic.
Exactly.
I already know that.
Can you beat the mystery score? Can you?
Question.
So here we go. Are you ready?
I think we can. I believe. I'm going to predict right now. In fact, I will give you. Well, I'll make a $5 or £5 donation to a charity of your choice, Derek, if we don't beat your work friends.
Good God, that is a
there we go. £5 is on the line.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hope you're ready.
Big money. Big talk.
Big money.
Big money.
All right, y'all. We got now. My cash is on the line. We got to do this.
I've sat up for this.
By the way, these are all niche British movies.
Fuck.
Are you kidding me? Is that true?
No.
Oh man, don't do that, dude.
By the way, these are all.
I was like, you know what? You didn't say that before I made my offer. Fucking rescinded.
These are all indie Russian films.
Yeah, right, exactly. Well, 13 is going to be the only thing I guess because that's the only niche Russian film I've seen.
Right. Well, I think I already know the answer to the first question, but I'll put it out there. Are you ready?
Hang on, I dropped my pen. Hang on, I dropped my pen.
Oh my God.
Got it.
Right,
okay.
you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
Question number 1.
Okay.
Roger There's only room in this band for one hysterical queen.
Well, I'm gonna guess it's the movie about Queen. Or Rocket Man.
No, I wouldn't have thought it was that. I was thinking more Spinal Tap.
No, it's not Spinal Tap. I would know what I would know it if it's Spinal Tap. It's definitely not.
Definitely not that.
Definitely not.
Well, I would guess
Spinal Tap was a movie I used to watch going to sleep. Like I haven't memorized, but I'm pretty sure that I know.
So it's what we say: Bohemian Rhapsody, and then is it Remy Malek? What's his name? The chap.
Yeah, I guess if that's it.
Well, it could also
I've
be.
Never
I mean,
seen
it might be
it.
Rocket
I've
Man.
never seen it.
I haven't seen either of those movies.
Well, but Elton John is in a band, is he?
That's true.
That is true.
Was he never in a band?
I don't know.
When he was younger, maybe.
I know that he was going bald, and then he's not.
Okay,
He was never in a band.
Okay. Well, my guess is Remy Malek, but I don't know. I'm not.
Well, let's go with that because I have no other guesses for this.
Okay. I guess I'm playing the speak. I'm the one who's going to tell us.
You're the speak pipe person.
Here it comes. Hello, wrestling gamers. I'm a 3-year-old giving you the answers to the quiz. No, I'm just kidding. That was me. Here it comes.
Okay, here are the quiz answers. Number 1, Rami Malek in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes, suck it, Derek's work friends. You have to donate $100 to my favorite charity.
We've only got
one.
That
was never part of it.
Calm down.
No, we got 2 points because we got the actor.
You have to wash my car for a year.
Oh yeah, you did.
2 points.
Yeah, you did. 2 points. 2
you
points.
Just
Put it down.
some
Put it down.
mint.
Put it down. Question number 2.
Yeah, I put it down. That's why I had to get my pen. Here you go. Look at the score right there. 2.
Question number 2. There must be a mistake. This says platform 9 3/4.
Is that Harry Potter, the Philosopher's Stone?
Potter.
Harry Potter.
I've never seen Harry Potter, but I know that.
But that wouldn't be Harry Potter, would it? Or
yeah,
would it?
Yeah, it's Harry Potter.
Yeah, it must be Daniel
Radcliffe.
It's Daniel Radcliffe, yeah.
All right, let's find out.
Number 2, Daniel Radcliffe in either Harry Potter and the Philosophers.
Oh shit, we didn't say which one.
I did.
Oh,
the
no.
Philosopher's Stone.
And he said we have to.
No, I said the Philosopher's Stone. I said it.
No. No. We didn't say which one. We didn't get the
said
point
if
for
it's
that.
whoa.
Go ahead.
If it's part of a movie franchise, you just need to guess which one it is.
Yeah. Which But wait, that's a vague antecedent. Derek is in
No.
the chat. He needs to specify right
It's
here and
the
now. Do we
very
get the point for that?
first-
We just said Harry Potter.
It's the
No, I
very
didn't.
first
I
Harry
did not
Potter.
say that. I said Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I said
did.
that.
Did you
He
actually
did
say
that.
that?
Yeah, he said that.
Okay.
Getting
fair
all
enough, I'm
American
sorry.
on me.
So
Well,
loud.
I mean, Americans aren't known for like being sticklers about the rules.
Exactly,
though,
or
so
being
I'm
loud.
being American in that I'm loud, but like not American
God.
in that we have to follow the rules. Usually Americans are like, "Fuck the rules!
You know
I'll
what?
do what I want."
I do think these guns are hurting people.
They took our jobs. Yeah, exactly. All right, so we got 4. We're perfect scores right now. By the way, I looked it up. There's a headline from The Guardian. English Defense League forges links with America's Tea Party. So I guess there's an auxiliary here. Anyway.
It's good to twin with
Anyway, thank you
Yeah.
for that nugget of
You're
information.
welcome.
Question
Right.
number 3. Question number 3.
We are nailing this.
Leave the phone on the floor. Concentrate. Shout out anything you see about them. Hair colour, eye colour.
Taken,
tall,
Liam
short,
Neeson.
Scars,
Taken,
anything
Liam
you see on the
Neeson.
stand.
Taken, Liam Neeson. Taken.
Liam Neeson.
Liam
Never
It is.
seen it. Don't know. I'll take your word for
Yeah,
it.
it is. It's like one of
Okay.
the famous scenes.
Number 3.
Well, the only one I know from Taken, because I've heard it a million times, is you don't know who I am, but I have a very particular type of skills.
Cooking.
Liam Neeson in Taken.
Okay, I thought he was going to say something else there, but we are at a perfect score. Your work friends can suck it.
You're assuming that they didn't get any right.
Yeah, you're assuming that they were
No,
crap.
I'm just saying if we keep this up, we're going to have 100%, and there's no way they got 100%, so they can
Yeah, we've
suck
got
it.
13, so calm down. We've got a long way
Jesus
to go.
I'm
Christ.
just saying,
I've got
though,
to
we
go to
got
bed.
6 out of 26
I know,
so
exactly.
far, so it's
For
like
God's
we only have
sake.
20 more points to rack up. When has pride ever cometh before destruction? Never,
Question-
that's when.
Question number 4.
Yeah.
As a man, I'm flesh and blood. I can be ignored. I can be destroyed. But as a symbol, I can be incorruptible. I can be everlasting.
Is that Tuck Everlasting?
I have no clue what the hell that
That's
is.
the only thing that comes
Is
to
that
mind, and
Batman?
I've
Is
never
that
seen
Batman?
it.
Is that...
I don't think it's. I don't believe it's.
It could be Batman, you know. I think you're right.
Which one would it have been?
It would have been the
wouldn't be-
Christopher Nolan one because that sounds like.
I
a
think
No, I know, but I mean, there's
Batman
3 of those.
Begins?
Hello. No, that was not some. Well, Ra's al Ghul. Yeah, maybe. Or like, would it be like Christian Bale? You think?
I think
Read it
it'd
again,
be
Stu?
Christian Bale.
As a man, I am flesh and blood. I can be ignored. I can be destroyed. But as a symbol, it's definitely Batman. As a symbol,
I would
can
say
be
Christian
incorruptible.
Bale.
I can be everlasting.
Batman, one of the Batmans. Dark Knight.
Yeah,
Dark
I think it's
Knight.
Christian.
I
Let's
have
go
a
with
feeling it's not, but I'm not gonna obstruct. So
I'm gonna.
let's go for it.
Batman
I hope I'm wrong.
Begins. Are we going Batman Begins?
No, say it again. Say the quote again.
As a man, I'm flesh and blood. I can be ignored. I can be destroyed. But as a symbol, I can be incorruptible. I can be everlasting.
Batman was never worried about being ignored.
Yeah, I think it is. I feel like it is.
What else could a symbol be?
it's-
Could it be the V for Vendetta? Could that be a thing?
No, it's not V. I would know V for Vendetta.
As
I've
a
got
symbol.
that
What
movie
else
unlocked.
represents itself as a symbol? Like
There is a line of V for Vendetta where he says, "Why won't you die?" He's like, "Because behind this mask is more than just a man. It's an idea, and ideas are bulletproof." That may be.
But so is there any other film where like someone represents themselves as a symbol?
No, I don't think so. There probably
there
is.
are, but I can't think of like.
There probably
but
is.
I mean, Everlasting is in the title of Tuck Everlasting. But I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna go with Christian
I can't
Bale.
imagine it will be something like that if he's doing it for a quiz for work.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna say Dark Knight, Christian Bale.
Batman Begins. I think. No, it's not Dark Knight. Dark Knight's another one that I've watched so many times. I would know if it was.
I think it's Batman Begins.
Maybe it's Dark Knight
It's not a Dark
Rises
Knight.
or Batman. But we've only got to say
Batman
the movie
Begins.
franchise.
Let's go Batman Begins. Okay.
Batman Begins, I think.
All right, let's see.
Number 4, Christian Bale.
Oh,
in
snap.
Batman Begins.
Damn, that serves me. I should not be questioning Chinny. Damn.
Oh, me? I was saying Batman Begins and you
Yeah,
were
but
like,
you wouldn't have got to Batman
Okay,
Begins
fair
without me.
No, that is true. It was a joint effort.
I mean,
Yes, it
mainly spearheaded by.
I'm glad
yours
I'm
truly.
Mainly you. Mainly you.
You merely got in the
wait,
car.
it's like on The Simpsons.
I drove
we
it.
won because of teamwork. Yeah, my teamwork.
Question number 5. I don't know. I just felt like coming. I mean, I suppose it has something to do with the fact that, well, today is the 30th anniversary of my game. Thanks, Satan.
Thanks, Satan feels familiar, but I don't remember the rest of it. 30th anniversary of my game? No, I'm thinking of Hari Kondobolo doing a joke, and it was like, "You're welcome, Satan."
Read again, Stu.
I just
This
felt
is not.
like
This is not the Hunger Games, is it?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I
Read it
don't
again.
know.
Read it again.
I don't know. I just felt like coming. I mean, I suppose it has something to do with the fact that, well, today is like the 30th anniversary of my game. Thanks, Satan.
30th anniversary of my game.
It makes me think of like Field of Dreams, but I can't imagine. First of all, that's before '96.
No, it won't be something. It won't be that obscure.
Field of Dreams isn't obscure.
No, but I mean, like, there'll probably be young.
It's
people.
not fitting with what we've seen so far in
No.
this quiz. Huh. Thanks,
I don't
Satan.
know.
That's the part. Like that makes me think about like Dogma, but there's nothing in about a game in Dogma. I don't know that I've seen this movie.
Thanks, Satan.
I'm drawing a blank.
30 years. And a 30-year anniversary of my game.
It's not thingy, is it? The VR thing. Oh God, what's it called?
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One.
I've never seen it.
I just saw that recently, and I don't think it's that.
It's not Jumanji or something, is it? That's what.
Jumanji. Doesn't anything from the movies actually work?
It could be Jumanji. I mean, I've never seen that.
Wow.
That was before '96, I think.
No, I don't think the first one was it?
The first one was, yeah, it was quite early. It was 96, 97.
Oh, yeah, because Robin Williams was in it, wasn't he?
'95. It was just.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank on this one, I'm afraid. I don't know this one.
The only thing I can think is Ready Player One.
I mean, let's go for that. It's as good a guess as any, I suppose. All right, that's what we're saying.
I don't know what the actor would be.
Playing the clip.
Number 5, John C. Reilly in Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, you see, it's so long since.
Not really a movie I remember.
No, I don't. I have seen it actually.
I'll tell you what.
I have too, but I don't remember.
I think I've checked out of animated movies, like mostly, like apart from like
Yeah.
the big ones. So, yeah.
You should see Spirited Away.
Oh well, it's our first failure, people. Let's
That's
like,
okay. I'll bet
pull
they
up our
didn't get that at work
britches
either.
and get better. Question number 6.
Yeah.
father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered
Gladiator,
wife,
Russell Crowe.
and they will have my vengeance
Gladiator, Russell
in this
Crowe.
life.
Gladiator, Russell
Yeah,
Crowe, made in 2000.
Don't remember that, but okay.
How can you not remember that?
That's the most famous line.
Because I watched it. No. The most famous line is, I'm a slave. What kind of effect can I have
That is
on the
not
world
the most famous line in that film.
Well, that's the line I heard a million times before I finally saw it. And I was like, okay, I've seen it now.
Number 6, Russell Crowe in Gladiator.
Yay, suck at work, people. We got 10 points. There's no way they had 10 points halfway through the quiz.
I bet they probably did. Number 7. No idea is simple when you need to plant it in somebody else's mind.
Inception.
Well, that's going to be Inception, isn't it?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
But who is it? Leonardo?
It's the pattern is mainly the main actor.
It's the main person.
Yeah, it is.
Number 7, Leonardo DiCaprio in Inception.
Yeah, good call. Yeah. Another 2 points. Thank you.
Number 8, Wilson. Where are you?
Tom Hanks, Castaway.
Wilson.
I think that's
Wilson.
Citizen
Wilson.
Kane. See, he was picking more obscure lines because whatever. But that's okay. I'll take
Due Date, starring Robert Downey Jr.
I think it's from Debbie Does Dallas, starring Debbie.
I think it's Steve Martin from Bringing Down the
8,
House.
Tom Hanks in Castaway.
Yeah. Nailing this. Suck it, work people.
Really. Question number 9.
Yeah.
Some people hate the English. I don't. They're just
Trainspotting.
wankers.
Ian McKellen. Oh, no, not Ian McKellen.
Ewan McGregor.
We on the other hand,
Ian
Oh,
McKellen.
those British names.
Ian McKellen.
Yeah, that's such a great line. I love it. Yeah, I finally got one. Woohoo! I'm useful.
Wizard.
Number 9.
You shall not pass.
McGregor
Ian McKellen.
Trainspotting.
Now, here's another quote from Trainspotting that I really like. And you gotta try to buy the child and she's smiling at you, boy.
Excellent. Underworld, man. What a tune.
I've never seen Trainspotting.
I should actually learn the lyrics so I don't have to just make weird noises.
How can you have never seen Trainspotting?
I watched a bit of it. I watched a bit of it
So
when I was
good.
young. Like this guy was like having sex with a girl who he shouldn't have, and I was like, "What the fuck is this movie?"
Yes, he does.
And I was
But
like,
he's so cool
"What
how
is
he
this?"
does it.
This
No,
is...
but he's clever because obviously he doesn't realise she's underage until the morning when she's got a school uniform.
Yeah, but I was like, "What is this fucking film?" And then I realised it was
Brilliant.
Trainspotting.
It's brilliant.
Random blonde bio, high density. Random blonde boy, country boy, high density. Sorry.
Do you reckon,
10.
like the story behind that was like, did you finish those lyrics? Yeah. You didn't just look in a dictionary and just.
No,
pick
that's Hannibal Buress talking about scatting.
Loads of
It's
random
like,
words.
Did you finish your lyrics? Nah, man. I figure I'd just go out there. I wrote half my lyrics, but I'll just go out there and do some musical gibberish. You can't do that. The crowd loves it. Yeah. Well,
Yes,
I
you
say
can.
when you're right, you're right.
Question number 10. Question number 10.
Yes.
All right. I have a useful lesson for you. Give up. Just quit. Because in this life, you can't win. Yeah, you can try, but in the end, you're just going to lose big time because the world is run by the man.
I didn't know you was
I
an
assume
actor,
he said
Stu.
in this life,
I know,
not
it's
this
pretty good.
life. as
Yeah,
Stu
well,
said.
you know.
It's okay. I,
Getting
just
late.
I felt like I was there, Stu.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
It's not. It sounds like Fight Club, but it's not Fight Club because that's another one I've watched so many times.
I don't think I know this one.
All right.
The
I have a
world is
useful
run by
lesson
the
for you.
man.
Give up. Just quit. That's like this quiz now. Just quit.
No, we're not.
Because in this life, you can't win this quiz. Yeah, you can try, but in the end, you're just going to lose big time in this quiz. Because the
Can
world
you
is
say the actual
run
quote? Because it's quite.
by
annoying.
the man.
The world is run by the man.
The world is run by the man.
That
All
sounds
right,
like Heathers or something.
all right. I have a useful lesson for you. Give up. Just quit. This can't be Heathers. That was in the 80s. Because in this life, you can't win. Yeah, you can try, but in the end, you're just going to lose big time. Because the world is run by the man.
Is that Mad Max Fury Road?
I've no idea.
It's been a while. There wasn't a lot of dialogue in that movie.
No, but I seem to remember
It
somebody
doesn't-
having that attitude of like.
No,
just
this
give
feels
up,
more
there's no
like some
point.
sort of John Grisham court drama type thing.
Most of those movies were.
Is this Paddington Bear?
Oh, Paddington! I knew it.
Actually, I think it's Trolls the movie or the Emoji movie.
Because in this life, you can't
Just
win
give up,
games,
kids. There is no favorite Pokemon.
It's all
Shut
run
the
by
hell
the
up and go away.
man.
I don't know. I'm gonna say Mad Max Fury Road.
I don't
Do you have
know.
a better guess?
Nope,
Let's
no, I
hear it.
don't.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I
we're
haven't
going
got it.
with that.
Go in.
Okay, it's probably not, but so it would be Charlize Theron.
Number 10, Jack Black in School of Rock.
Oh, you're the man, right? Because I said that to the principal.
I've never watched that.
I've seen
it's
bits
okay.
of it.
It's not.
People.
Great.
I've seen bits of it.
I know people. I need to watch it again because I just think like it's trying to be kind of a punk movie, but it's not very punk. And so I think it's like the closest a lot of people have ever gotten to that kind of punk sentiment of like down with the man. And it's like this is like a bubblegum sanitized version of that. Y'all should watch fucking Sex Pistols, the movie.
I'm always happy though when I think, I wouldn't have got that. So I'm happy at that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Question number 11. You probably heard we ain't in the taking prisoner business. We in the Nazi killing business and cousin
Inglourious
businesses.
Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards, Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, yeah.
Right? Is it Brad Pitt?
Yeah, it is.
All right.
It'd be Brad Pitt.
Number 11, Brad Pitt in Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, I must say I'm very happy about the fact that Chinny and I said that in unison.
Yeah. Question number 12. You stay in Wonderland and I show you how deep the rabbit
Matrix.
hole
Speak of the devil, hey, suck it.
But who says it though,
20
Duke?
points.
Who says
20
it?
points.
Who says it?
Lawrence Fishburne pops on
Wrong.
Blackish.
It's Samuel L. Jackson. That's just a running joke.
Yeah, it is.
You take this motherfucking pill, motherfucker.
It is.
Pill, do you swallow it, motherfucker? I don't remember asking you a goddamn
I
thing.
loved you in The Matrix. I wasn't in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Number 12, Lawrence Fishburne in The Matrix.
Yeah, there's no way his work family got 20 fucking points.
Question number 13. The final question.
Now, the other
people.
question I have is, sorry, hang on. The other question I have is, how many of them were there? Because there's 3 of us. And okay, we're kind of movie nerds, fair enough.
Collective
but
minds,
I think if
man.
there's like 10 of them and they got 18 and
fucked.
there's 3 of us, they got 20, fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Question number
Lauren.
13. Here we go.
I'm really hostile toward your
Fuck
work
those bunch of strangers.
They're probably lovely people.
You see this? This is us. And all the way around here, Fiji. You can't get any further away.
That's Truman
before
Show.
you start coming back.
Isn't that Truman Show? Jim Carrey?
Yeah, Jim. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it
Yep.
is.
Yep.
I mean, he talks about Fiji.
Yeah, he wants
but
to go to
there may be
Fiji.
other movies where he talks about Fiji.
No, that's definitely Jim Carrey.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
We'll go for that.
And finally, number 13, Jim Carrey
Dude.
in The Truman Show.
We got 2 questions
And
wrong.
did you get any more than my work colleagues?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to tell you they got 17.
Oh, suck
fucking
it!
smashed them,
Yes, in your face,
We
Derek.
smashed
Next time you
them.
go to work, you need to go to every single person who was at that party or whatever, and go, "You suck, you suck, you suck, and you suck." You know who doesn't suck? Stu, Chinny, and Duke. What? You have to say it exactly like that, loudly.
And then they would go, Derek, like you're
Who the
being a
fuck are
little
they?
bit aggressive this
Derek, are you
morning.
okay? Like, what are you even talking about?
Derek, I only asked you if you
That
wanted.
quiz. Oh yeah, that quiz.
You only-
I was drunk, man.
I asked you if you wanted a coffee, and you've just been barking in my face. Oh, that
I
quiz
just
that we
wanna let
did
you know
2
you
weeks
suck.
ago. You still on that? It was fun.
Yeah, but I had another group of people do the same quiz, and they beat you.
Well,
So suck it.
Great, cool. Well,
We
all
could have
did-
gotten $5 to charity, but no,
We
you
all
had to
did
get
things
17.
on the weekend, Derek.
Yeah,
All
right. We're not inviting Derek to the next beer
Right.
o'clock.
So what
Yeah.
did we? We didn't
Not
get
include
22.
Derek
Was it
anymore.
22?
We got
in the end?
22. Yes,
22,
look,
man.
22.
Smashed it.
Can you see that? There it is.
Smashed
22. Look
that
at
shit.
Yeah, I guess I could bend this back, huh? There it is. Proof. Let's see what the rest of the speak pipe says.
26. So
What?
that's it.
He said he got 17 out of 26. I cut it
Oh.
off before he said out of
Blimey.
26.
I was going to say he got 26. What?
And that's the end of that. He said, keep
And that's
on
it.
going.
Well done. Thank you, Derek. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was a good quiz, Derek. Well
It was
done
a
making
good
that quiz.
quiz.
And well
Good
done
quiz.
us for stomping his work friends into
Yeah,
the
well,
dirt.
you two, really. I didn't really help very much.
Whatever.
But, you
You
know,
said Batman.
I did say Batman Begins.
After Chinny
I will
introduced
take
you.
that. I'll take the Batman Begins thing.
Yeah, take it.
But you two are just fucking movie nerds.
I take it. I take it. It was
I'm not
mostly
that big of a movie nerd, really.
Yeah.
No,
It's
but he
good, though.
chose movies that I think I mean, they're not too niche. So
Yeah.
you're not you're not that much of a movie nerd, Jenny. But the ones you know pretty well. Like,
You
the
know
fucking year
them. You
Gladiator
know
came
those
out, like,
movies.
what the hell?
Yeah. Well, I just know that it came out in 2000.
Well, that's
Yeah.
not
I don't know
something
why.
everybody
I
just
don't know why.
knows.
I know them.
Because you remember years pretty well. Maybe you have a photographic memory for years.
You are pretty good with years, like video game years. You always pretty much
Give
know.
me a game. I'll probably get it wrong now. Go on.
GTA San Andreas.
San Andreas 2004.
Look at that straight away.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably was. We're guessing it's
it
right.
was 100%.
He'll know.
Oh, this is a movie called San
If
Andreas.
you're gonna give him a game, don't give him a Rockstar.
I think the
game.
movie
He's
San
bound to
Andreas.
know.
So the movie San Andreas came out in 2012. I think.
All right, kill all humans.
Oh my god. The alien game.
2002.
You were right. 2004.
Yeah. Kill all humans.
2002. That was.
Do you reckon?
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm going 2002.
Probably about. I'd say later, like 2004 or 5.
You
maybe.
think?
Yeah.
Is that late?
2005, Duke.
It was. First of all, I was wrong. It's called Destroy All Humans.
Destroy all humans. Yeah. Same.
Yeah, we knew what you meant.
2005.
Oh.
Too early. I was too early.
Oh, Chinny is
too
the
early.
man.
I was too early.
All right, one more.
Go on.
Stu, you got
And
one?
you know I'm not typing. Look, you can see I'm just not doing it.
Alan Wake.
Alan Wake is. I know that one. It's 2010.
It was 2010. See? Stump. Let's play Stump Chinny. Everybody send in a game, and next week we'll just fire him at Chinny and ask him what year these games came out.
But the thing is, I know what years I'm bad at as well, because I'm not good. Sort of anything before sort of.
Do you know what year Pac-Man came out?
See, anything sort of below
Donkey Kong. See,
Pac-Man.
Donkey Kong had Mario, so you should know that because you're Mr. Mario.
No. So anything.
Pac-Man, I'm gonna go 1982 for.
No,
Pac-Man.
but anything before.
It was 82 because Ms. Pac-Man was 83.
Sort of like 97, 98. Like anything before then, I'm no good. But anything, but also more recent ones, because so like.
Yeah. Oh no, 1980. Sorry.
So.
Oh flip! I thought I'd done it then.
So the 20 teens, I'm not great at, which I need to improve. I need to get better at, but.
As if it's like important or something.
The 20 teen.
Not to disrespect your skill, but like the idea that you need to get better. I'm trying to get better at Spanish, but you know it's crazy. What a time to be alive! I just typed Pac-Man in to find what year it came out. There's a Google Doodle. I can just start playing Pac-Man.
Yeah, you just play it in Google. Yeah.
God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if y'all saw my tweet from earlier today. I was playing Fallout 76 on one screen. On the other screen, I had looked up like low BPM techno mix. I found this techno mix. It's got like Betty Boop cartoons while it's playing the techno mix. So I have Fallout 76 here. I got Betty Boop cartoons over here. Like, why? I don't even need it. I didn't go looking for Betty Boop cartoons. Ridiculous. It just plays at the same time. I'm like, this is amazing. I would just love for a pharaoh from Egypt to come into my room and be like, what the fuck is this? Well, here I'm fighting
or even
mutants, and here I'm watching Betty Boop.
Duke, or even your 10-year-old self come into the room.
Well, exactly. Exactly.
Would have your mind.
Well, exactly.
Exactly.
Perfectly level flying is.
Anyway, is it time for the real shout?
We need to go.
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
Stu already did his shout out.
Yeah, I'm going to shout out Derek as well for a really good quiz. There you go.
Derek.
I will shout out Jacinta the poet and Jacinta the metacognitive baby taker carer of. And Brian, the very kind game giver. Oh, man, he's so nice because I sent him a copy of Nimisex. That's right, he's got it and you don't.
Oh, yeah, I don't have it.
Yeah, well, what
I
did you say to me
book.
along... Well, how much encouragement did you give me along the way while I was writing it?
I said it was
None.
good. I read the first bit.
I gave you none.
Right.
But I'm
so
on the
I
book.
appreciate that,
I'm
but that's
on the
not quite
book.
enough to earn a copy of the book.
Duke, I didn't
And
give
also,
you...
you didn't say, hey, send me a copy of the book.
Hey, Duke, send me a copy of your book.
Duke,
it's too late. I don't want to hear that shit.
I didn't give you any encouragement during the process of writing that book, but I want
That's
the book.
correct.
For
Yeah, give me
nothing.
that.
Well, I want everyone to have it, but it's not ready yet. I've got to do an event of some kind, and I don't have time to plan that right now. So I will send it out at some point.
You know what's an event, Duke?
But you know what? This is good. This is what video game developers do. The release date of the book has been pushed back in order for us to fix some glitches in it.
Posting a book. Posting a book.
Yeah. Anyway, so thanks. So anyway, he felt like he owed me something, I guess. So he gave me Inglet, the game made by the same guy who did Night Sky, about the little thing that's flying around in the amoeba space. I haven't played that yet, but I'm looking forward to it. And then I also had something on my wish list called, I forgot I had this on there, Unbound Worlds Apart. This is a really cool 2D game where you like open little portals to places and stuff. So it's got a dude who looks like, I don't remember what the guy's name is, Orko from Masters of the Universe, the little ghost dude. Anyway, that's the main character of this game. So Yeah, but thank you so much, Derek. That's very kind. Or Brian. I can't remember.
Yeah, wrong person, but we know who you mean. We know.
Right, Tainted. Thank you very much. That was very nice of you. You didn't have to do that, but you did, and I appreciate it. So keep on rocking.
Yeah, Ginny.
I don't really have anyone to shout out.
Fine, let's go.
Sorry. If you want to
shout
out
SLH for being awesome and doing our
well,
social
you know,
yeah, definitely.
Everybody who listens to the show,
shout out Derek for the quiz
is great. But
shout out Baby Elephant.
I'll
for,
tell you what.
Sending those speak pipes.
I'll shout out Robin because he's putting us up for when we go to Ireland.
Yay.
That's good. Free accommodation is always good. That's what it'll be like when you get there.
I'm only going there because I know he's got a pool table.
He's got a man
Does he have
cave
snooker
to
balls?
die for.
No, you don't want to play snooker on a pool table, Duke.
No, Duke.
Okay.
Oh,
sorry.
Duke, why have you ruined my night?
Oh, it's too small.
I thought I was getting the hang of it.
No.
How much smaller is a snooker table than
half the size, literally?
So,
really half the size?
So an American,
half the size.
Sorry, so an American pool table, sort of standard pool table that you'll be used to, Duke, is 8x4 usually.
Okay.
Usually like 7x4, 8x4. British pool tables are 6x3. They're much smaller.
Okay.
And the balls are different colours, so they're just yellow and red in Britain. And snooker tables are 6 foot by 12 foot.
Yeah.
They're massive.
Oh, wow.
Massive.
So the snooker one is bigger. Okay.
So
a lot bigger.
So if you put two regular pool tables next to each other,
you get a snooker table.
You get a snooker table, pretty much.
It magically.
Hence why snooker is so much harder than pool. Yeah.
I guess so. You have to hit the balls harder.
And you've got to hit them in a combination. Like I suppose in 9-ball you hit them in a combination, but like. And then the reason why it's such a great. It's just chess. It's chess on a table. Chess on a table. The greatest game.
Why don't you?
It's the greatest game ever, mate. It's better than. You can't silence snooker. You can't silence.
I don't.
Snooker.
West District Court. Did I happen to mention the 40 reams for the battered women's shelter? No. Huh?
Jesus, dude.
Stop it! Give me that! Give it!
You just love noise, don't you, dude?
To clarify, can I just clarify? A snooker table is 4 British pool tables stuck together.
I like the beats and shouting!
Yeah.
Yes.
It's 4 of them, dude. Count them 4.
I guess so.
It's very strange what Eric picks like as a sound effect.
It's great. Me and Tara, I think Tara can hear me. She's in the next room, but
Hi, Tara.
Me and Tara have
Did
this
you hear me?
thing about when I go into the house, she's blasting music. Tara loves to blast music, right? She loves to like be in the kitchen, music. And I grew up in a house where my dad wasn't really. He did play music, but not like that. And my mum was deaf, so like it's a very quiet house. So Tara just blasts music.
I'm
she has
like
it
that.
so
That's
loud,
me and Kay's
and I
like,
can't.
why are you blasting music?
And I can't look. I can't have I got to turn it down to talk to her, and she's like, "What you do? Whatever." Her brothers are the same, and then when it comes to the TV, it's the opposite way around. Like for some reason, when we're watching the TV, I'm like, "Tara, can you turn it?" I was like, "Fucking loud, isn't he?" I was like, "You have the house is moving when I walk in." So I think she might come in and kick off.
I should shout out Tara because she's one of the only people. Back when I used to do this magazine called Down, I put out things like, "Hey, everybody, write something for this little journal I'm putting out." And she wrote me something about music back in the day.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I still appreciate that very much.
Music is
and it was about music, so there you go.
Music is.
I love music.
Tara's passion. She absolutely loves. Music.
Duke, I'm gonna blow your mind again this week. You know, with
what's
like,
that?
so I've put a YouTube clip in the chat. Okay. You may or may not have heard this.
This was.
I'm gonna mute. They're just talking about tunes and what it's sampled from. What? Yeah, I've silenced you too, so fuck you. Oh, I can hear. No, that's the original.
Is that really meaningful music? I mean, don't
Hey,
get me wrong.
that talks to
it's
my
fun.
heart, man. That talks to me.
But if you forward the Toto song on, it's proper Journey sounding. Just forward it on.
I'm just saying, I'm not forwarding it. I'm just saying that like you could easily be like a 60-year-old white dude and writing like, I'm gonna make it seem like black folks are into Toto. Like, I'm not saying that's who it is. Maybe it is a 34-year-old black dude.
We all will be 60-year-old white dudes at some point.
Yeah,
is that true? I didn't realize that. Does that mean Tara's gonna become a 60-year-old
No,
white guy?
I mean us three.
Oh, us three. Well,
yeah.
I mean, hopefully, inshallah.
Yeah.
Touch wood.
But yeah, it blows every time I hear something like, because I was doing obviously a lot of research to do this week, of, you know, songs that were sampled for house music. And I'm like, I came across that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, well, I heard Fela Kuti did a song called Fear Not for Man. And Mos Def basically redid it. I don't think he sampled it, but like it sounds exactly the same. And so, but I had heard the Mos Def song for a million times in a row, and then I heard the Fela Kuti song, and I'm like, oh my god, this is what he's referencing. Like that's so awesome. So that's the nice thing about.
When does a reference
and, I mean,
stop being a rip-off?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean,
the original schmucks. But that's what T.S. Eliot said. I'm gonna forget the actual. Oh wait, I have it here. Hang on, I'll look up the actual quote. Go ahead, Stu. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say the one from last week, the Cola Bottle Shaped Baby. I mean, that was literally the same thing, apart from that they just put harder, faster, stronger, whatever in the background.
Yeah, right, exactly. All right, here it comes. I got it. You ready? T.S. Eliot. Immature poets imitate, mature poets steal, bad poets deface what they take, and good poets make it into something better, or at least something different.
Yeah.
T.S. Eliot, 1920. What?
There you go.
There you go.
Did Mos Def make it into something better?
Yeah, was it better?
Yeah, right, exactly, yeah.
Did he?
But I just think, a lot of my... Yeah, oh, I think he did, yeah, sure. Because that, it had been the whole song with Fela Kuti. He just made it into the background track, and then he put lyrics on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, most house tunes do improve on what they get where they take the sample from, I guess, to an extent.
Well, and I think that if you have a sample that you're taking from somewhere else, like it can be fun to just, even if you don't do a whole lot with it, like Daft Punk, like it's still fun. If you know the original, then it becomes fun to hear it in this new thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is why hip hop doesn't do a lot of covers, but instead people will drop a line from one song into a different song. And not do the whole song over again, but just take little bits of it. So I think
I've had fun this week just finding, like, listening to the original songs that they did the samples from. I'm like, that's kind of cool.
And it gives you an appreciation too, I think, of the artistry that is involved in taking that original thing and then.
And some of the original songs are cool as well. You're like, oh, that's a cool tune, actually.
Well, that's like when I started, digging into the crates of what like Kool Herc and them used to use to make their music, like. When I found, because I grew up listening to EPMD Strictly Business, and they sampled like "Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future." So when I heard, I'd hear that sample, that and Jungle Boogie, and then I'd heard the originals like at parties in college, and I was like, "Oh, this is like EPMD," and everyone's like, "What are you talking about?" Jungle Boogie's a classic.
It's such a tune, isn't it?
Is that Cool in the Gang?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I also did Summer Madness, which I have on my summer playlist.
Oh, Summer Madness, which was a very famously sampled in
DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Yeah, exactly, which is one of my favorite summer tunes of all time.
And then Atmosphere did a song called Sunshine, and he talks at one point about he pulls up to a stoplight, someone drives up playing Jazzy Jeff and Cool, Fresh Prince, Summertime. And then he says, summer, 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 shine. And he just stops because he doesn't want to act. He's not sampling it. He's not paying them royalties, but he's giving an illusion to it.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It is a good song, yeah.
Yeah, Summertime. I mean, that
Jazzy
but
Jeff
Cool
and
and the
Fresh
Gang, the original is really cool to listen to. It's
Summer
so
Madness, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
very
chill.
yeah.
Very
But it's also, it hurts your ears when they get up to that high register because it just.
Yeah.
I just think of that because that's like kind of a meme now. That song, the original song.
Is it really?
Yeah, because
how do you meme that song?
Because that song, the original, was on an advert with LeBron James for Nike.
Okay.
You might have seen
I didn't know
it.
that.
I got you.
And TikTok rip it off because he goes, "Oh Lord," and so it's like a kind of TikTok meme thing now. That's
I see. Ruined by TikTok.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's used a lot for TikTok videos. That song. TikTok. So, for example, like a video that I recently liked on TikTok was somebody had taped a sunflower to a fence to stop it blowing off, and the wind is hitting this sunflower and it looks like it's holding on, and then somebody just put Michael Jackson's Earth song to it. Just I don't know. Oh, and it keeps dropping. Yeah, I saw that today. Yeah, that's a great one. So when I watch TikTok, I think, why do I bother doing anything? Everybody is funnier than me. Fuck this. Oh Lord. Well, you say I'm going to hate, I just don't know. Because the show is written by a fucking narcissist. And what did she do with all that TikTok fame? Waste man's. You just got bit by a poisonous snake. You've got 15 minutes to live. Oh, wow.
Whereas bad, right? We bought. Wow, look at that broccoli. We bought a plant online, right? We'd never bought a plant online before.
Like a power plant?
Okay.
No, like a proper plant.
Oh, right, like a plant.
I didn't even know what a nuclear power plant was.
Tell you guys, when you buy a sunflower, then a nuclear power plant comes to the door.
And this plant came, and it were all bent and broken. Well, it weren't broken,
Oh,
but
no.
the main stems are bent. And we're like, oh man, we shouldn't have bought this online. It's going to be crap. And we planted it, and it's actually thrived. It's come on really well, so we're really pleased. We thought it was going to be a bit of a probably die on us, and it's actually been all right. And it
That
worked.
just keeps Yeah, Dutch just keeps buying plants. She got a whole bunch of garlic recently, and I was like, "You have all this garlic you've grown in your garden?" And she's like, "Yeah, but these are different species of garlic." And I'm like,
"Oh yeah,
okay,
there's lots of different garlic."
And I used to be kind of irritated because the dog would have nowhere to go in the backyard because she grew stuff everywhere. Like he literally couldn't run in the backyard because there was so much stuff growing everywhere. Now I make the joke, I'm like, "Oh, where are you gonna put it?" And it's just like, she's got all.
You know, somebody came into work the other day and said, "Have you tried them sherbet grapes?" I'm like, "You are."
What?
And it's like, there's grapes that taste of sherbet or something. I'm like, what?
Okay.
And apparently you can get grapes that taste of sherbet.
I got that from the second time you said it.
Sherbet grapes. Grapes.
How about
that taste of sherbet.
Yeah, we got it.
I understand this
Did you get the grapes thing? That taste of sherbet.
I got it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What is
Shut the hell up!
That taste of sherbet. No idea.
What flavoured sherbet? Grape.
I don't know. It's just the weirdest thing. Juice looking it up now, isn't he?
No, I'm putting a comment on this paper so I can finish this one and then wrap it up for the night. But I'm halfway through a paper, so I got to put more comments.
Just put
comments. I'll tell you this. I have a student right here talking about one of my goals. He's talking about cross-country running goals. I'm like, well, get your exercise away from me. But then he's talking about, I want to write a novel. And I'm like, dude, that's awesome. You should totally do that. And I'll tell you, I can't remember the last time a opening paragraph to an assignment made me this happy. This young lady's like, I never liked reading. Reading was always boring. But then over the lockdown, I got an app on my phone for books, and now I can't get enough reading. And she's like, I moved into the basement in my parents' house, and like I made a little library reading nook, and I'm just like, this is awesome. That's so cool. I love hearing about people who like didn't like reading and then they found the right books and now they're like, yay, reading.
And I just can't stop reading about Joseph Stalin.
Exactly.
He had some great ideas.
Can I just correct, actually? It wasn't sherbet. I'll take it back. It was candy floss.
Oh.
Candy floss grapes.
Okay.
Candy floss.
Also gross.
Grapes that taste of candy floss.
Right.
The fuck is that all about?
I don't, to be honest, Stu, it's 2021. Nothing surprises me these days.
Never heard of them.
Did I tell you about how I could watch Betty Boop cartoons while listening to low tempo techno while also playing Fallout 76? What the hell?
Betty Boop is gonna do what did I do? Betty Boop.
I don't know what that is.
There was a song in the 90s in the UK called Betty Boop.
Okay, wow.
I'm
thinking maybe, let's see, looking at the comments.
Betty Boop. Betty
really
Boop is doing
this. Let's say 47.
Right, I'm going anyway. It's bedtime.
Good discussion. I'm going to finish grading this paper. Bye, Stu. Have a good night.
Grading papers.
Nice
See you later,
details.
Chinny.
Bye.
Proofread carefully.
By the way, 4VR bowling is on sale. You should buy it. We should do some bowling.
I thought you were leaving.
We've done the golf. I think we should do some bowling now.
Not that I need you to leave. I just find it amusing that you're like, goodbye. And then it's like, oh, by the way,
Chinny,
buy this.
Buy 4VR bowling. We'll do some bowling. Placing, I'm going to thrash your ass at 10-pin bowling.
Let's see how many more I have left in this
I'm
stack.
probably strain my arse cheek again.
I got 13 more. I'll do these tomorrow. Sorry, team.
There's your play my game bitch for this week, Chinny.
No, he's got one. It's called The Bridge. You get your own fucking play my game.
Whatever.
Wait
right,
till it's
you
your
later.
turn.
I'm going. Bye.
Biatch.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm going too. Bye, Chinny.
Bye.
Stu.
Bye.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.
Here I am. On my out. Bye, Derek.